All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Unfiltered podcast. We have a panel full of amazing guests today. It's going to be a great show. Let's fucking get it.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Welcome to the Unfiltered podcast, the realest show on earth. So whether you think that we're floating in a sphere in the middle of space or surrounded by a wall of ice on a flat earth, make sure you super chat any questions or topics to these young ladies and these young men. Remember, subscribe to the channel, like the fucking video, and throw us in the algorithm. Make sure you wear your headphones at work because we are not liable and or responsible for you getting terminated from work for listening to our content. Make sure you become a member because we have 4 tiers, the lowest tier being $4.99. So if you don't have $5, you better go out and get some chicken, boy, because you are too broke to be watching us tonight. Remember to join the Discord and remember to join the Locals channel because on the Locals, you're going to get all the behind the scenes footage on the yacht parties, the kickouts, and all the most exciting parts of the show. Remember to subscribe to the Clips channel so you can watch the 5 to 10 minute clips of the most exciting parts of the show. And last but most certainly not least, make sure you go to unfilteredpodcast.shop to get the latest merch.
Yeah, man. Guys, welcome back again, man.
That was off the top of the head, too, for
yeah,
the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you. I'm proud of you. Yo, we do things on the back for you guys, man, that you guys may not realize, but we're trying to improve for you guys every single day, man. So welcome back, guys. You guys can be anywhere. You're here with us. We appreciate that. As always, keep in mind that the super chat threshold is scrolling at the bottom, okay? Keep the super chats respectful. We do reserve the right not to read your super chats if you're being disrespectful, okay? Be welcoming to any new viewers, okay? Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. Yeah, man. I want to thank the panel today. You guys did something that has never been done before. You guys all came on time. Holy shit, bro.
Go ahead and
we should give them a round of applause.
Yeah,
you got the round of applause,
bro.
Good
All
job.
of them came on time. It is. You guys
Good
would
job.
be surprised how hard it is to get women in Miami to be here on time. Okay. For those of you that don't know us, man, my name is Eric. This is Hector. Okay, we got the team in the back. Shout out to Steve, Fanny, and fuck, Ashley's back there too, man, somewhere. So shout out to you guys, man. Thanks so much. And then I think we covered everything for the most part. I'm doing this one off the top of my head too, man. We're gonna start introducing the ladies real quick. Oh, one more thing. Guys, we're giving away $100 to you guys, man, each week, okay? All you have to do is join the TikTok challenge. Damn. You have to talk to Repo. He is in the chat. If not, Fanny's in the chat. So $100, all you're doing is posting reels, and it takes 3 seconds to post a reel, okay?
Yeah. Real quick, too, guys. We are on Spotify, guys. Spotify and Apple Music. So, guys, go there and check us out. If you can't watch the video, you can listen on your headphones, man.
And on Kick.
Sure.
Yep.
And
Shout
on
out to my
Kick.
boy Basil.
And Rumble, too.
And Rumble, yep. So basically anywhere. We're going to start the show off now. We're going to introduce the ladies and then the gentlemen. Matter of fact, we'll do the gentlemen's last, okay? So we're going to start off with you. You're going to give me your name, your age, and relationship status.
Hi, everyone. My name is Camila. I'm 24 years old, and I am single.
24
Damn.
and single. Are you single by choice?
Yes.
Okay, amazing.
Damn.
What about you?
Hi everyone, my name is Michaela. I'm 18 years old and currently I'm single.
18, and you're single by choice?
Damn.
Basically.
Okay, so single by choice. What about you, brother? Oh wait, we'll do the men last. I'm sorry. What about you?
Hi, my name's Danielle. I'm 19 and I'm single.
19 and single by choice?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you over here next to her?
Hi, I'm Tiana. I'm 19 and I'm taken.
19 and taken. Okay.
Damn.
And what about you?
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm 21. I'm single.
21 and single by choice, I assume.
Yeah. I just got out of something like 3 months ago, so still going through it.
So by choice? You got to speak into the mic too.
Yeah. I just went went through a breakup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
put
hear none
here,
of that shit.
and I'm gonna put here by choice, and I'm gonna put here breakup, recent breakup.
Yeah.
And then what about you?
Christy, 18 and single
Christy, 18, and by choice, right?
for sure.
Okay, by choice. And what about you?
My name is Amber. I'm 24 and I am single by choice.
Amber, 24, and by choice. This is going to be a good panel.
Damn.
Okay, fair enough. Let's introduce the gentleman. We'll start off with you. Go ahead.
My name is Franco. I'm 23 and I'm single.
Franco, 23. And what about you?
My name is Kenny and I'm single.
Kenny, and you're single as well. Shout out to you guys. I'm sorry, how old are you?
23.
23. Okay, cool. So we're going to go around the table real quick. You're going to tell me why you think you're single by choice. And I think what we'll do is, instead of going one by one this time, let's do it at the end. You can tell me which one you want to go ahead and tackle. Why do you think you're single by choice?
I think I'm single because I haven't really found someone that I like enough to commit to. I feel like commitment's very, very scary.
Okay, so you're the one looking to commit. Okay, so commitment. And we're gonna move on. What about you? Why do you think you're single by choice?
I blame the generation nowadays. Like people, like I don't know. I have I'm very how to put it. Like I have standards, and people don't really like that. So
You have standards.
I have standards. I
Well,
do.
give me some of your standards.
Well, for one, I don't believe in the hookup culture. Like I want someone to genuinely like me. For me, like I'm celibate basically. Like I'm not gonna fuck you. Like yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna put here standards.
Mhm.
And then what about you? Why are you single by choice?
Me?
Not you. The gentlemen, we're not doing you guys because this doesn't count for the gentlemen. Okay, we're doing ladies only. What about you?
Kind of a mix what they both said. I haven't found the right person yet, and I feel like a lot of guys nowadays only care about the hookup culture, so kind of waiting to find the right person.
Okay. What about you over here? Oh, you're
She's
taking. I'm
taking.
sorry. She's taking.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. What about you? Single by choice. Why?
I just want to give myself time to heal from a
Ah.
breakup right now.
Heal.
Yeah.
Okay. So healing stage.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. And what about you?
I don't being played. Yeah, no, that's done. So
Be-
almost everyone I've talked to, it just never went right because I'm keeping it 100 and then I'm getting 50 back. I'm not doing that. So that's why I just been chilling to myself. Yeah.
Okay. So being played.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. What about you?
Yeah. For myself personally, been dating, but it really hasn't worked out just because men within my age group really don't want to commit to anything. They always kind of make the same, like, oh, I want to see where it goes. Right. And that doesn't really tell me a lot. And I understand in the beginning you're still trying to get to know somebody, but at the same time, you want to kind of understand what their goals are, where they're going to kind of see their future and that kind of stuff. So
Okay. Amazing.
Well, ladies, you guys do know that no woman is actually single by choice, right? You have no choice but to be single. It's a difference. It'd be different if you guys had a man that checks off on every metric and prerequisite that you guys want. And then you said, you know what? I'm choosing to be single. But considering the fact that you guys haven't found the man that you're looking for, you have no choice but to be single. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Does everyone here agree with that?
Can I
Yeah.
say something?
Yeah. You can say
Okay.
whatever you want.
What if you think you found the right person, but they're just not physically with you, here in the same city? How do you feel about long distance situationships? Would you say what if you find the right person, but they don't live here?
Well, men move really fast. So if a man wants to be with you, he's going to make that move, right? So how long have you guys been talking for?
We're not talking anymore, but it was 2 years on and off.
Oh, then that's fantasy. That doesn't exist.
I think it's delusion too.
Yeah. So what's your ultimate question?
How do you feel about long distance?
Well, I don't feel anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
I think and no, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that you wasted your time for on and off for 2
I
years.
agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree.
Okay, fair enough. I think the funniest one was, okay, so you were the commitment one, right?
Yes.
You were the standard.
Yes.
You hadn't found a person yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says I haven't found a person here. I was just taking little notes. Recent breakup. Why'd you break up with your man?
We had very different ways of thinking, very different ideas and belief systems.
Turn her up a little bit, bro. Go ahead.
What's her number? Give me that.
We just had very different like ways of thinking. We had very different like beliefs and opinions.
How long were you guys together for?
About 8 or 9 months.
8 or 9 months. And it took you 8 or 9 months to realize that you guys had two different belief systems?
No, we knew. We were just trying to make it work out. I was willing to agree, disagree.
Lust.
But
That's what that is.
I respect that he wanted someone that was on the same page as him.
What was the disagreement in? Was it like religious based?
Religious based, yeah.
Oh, okay. So what was it? What side were you on?
I'm agnostic.
Christian, Catholic, what was
yeah,
it?
like I'm not religious.
You're not religious.
Yeah.
That's what agnostic means?
Yeah.
Okay. And he is?
He's Christian.
He's a Christian. Okay. So you what?
I mean, I was fine with like, agree, disagree. We just don't touch the topic or whatever. But he wanted someone that was on the same page as him and respect that.
Yeah, damn straight.
Yeah.
How old was he?
He just turned 26. So.
And you are?
21.
21. Oh, okay. So you broke up with him or did he break up with you?
That it was kind of complicated.
He broke up with you, huh?
No, I texted him saying like I don't want this anymore, kind of, and then he blocked me. But then we started talking again. But yeah, there was just a situationship going on after.
Yeah, fellas, that's why you can't go based off of lust, man. Like we actually talked on this yesterday when what's his name? What was the Cuban guy's name? I can't remember.
I forgot his name.
So Cuban guy has said something about a sexual connection, and we went as far as to say that no, fuck sexual connection. You better off establishing a spiritual connection with your partner or a mental or an emotional connection before you want to even establish anything sexual. Because, for example, in your experience, like you guys had two different belief systems. He was Christian, you weren't. So I'm pretty sure that it was hard for you guys to touch that subject. And then you guys are young. 8 months. I mean, you guys were having sex, I'm sure, right? Yeah, see? And now you just accumulated a body for no reason with someone that you don't plan on being for the rest of your life.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think I accumulated for no reason. Like I can't really have sex with someone until I form that emotional connection. So
you and every woman out there.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I don't think I did it for no reason. Like I don't regret it. It was a learning experience.
What do you think you're going to gain from that learning experience?
That I can't. I can be with someone who thinks differently, but if they don't want it, to just end it earlier.
No, but see, that's the issue. You can't.
What do you mean?
That's the main thing. When you get into a relationship with somebody, you got to make sure that your spiritual views align. I can't be atheist and expect to make a relationship work long term with someone who's Christian or Islamic. It's not going to work.
Okay.
Our morals and principles have to align. For example, right? Let's just say that I think casual sex with multiple partners is okay because I'm atheist. And, my significant other thinks that casual sex with multiple partners isn't okay from a moral standpoint. We're never going to agree on that, right? Because it stems from a spiritual point. Make sense?
Hold on, bro. I know you're nervous. It's okay, but she's shaking the table.
It's
okay. Yeah,
what's wrong?
You're good?
I'm just nervous.
Why?
I'm just
it's okay.
thinking about my ex and I just miss him. Okay.
It's fine. Like no one's judging you on your ex or not like that. We're just having a regular show here.
Okay.
But you're shaking the table. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So no, this is normal. I think that you're getting like a flash of reality when it comes to the intersexual dynamics between men and women. I mean, ladies, you guys are who's the youngest? 18? You're 18,
yeah.
You're 19, you're how old?
19.
19, how old are you? 23, you said, right?
Me?
Yeah.
21.
21.
18.
18.
24.
24. Yeah. So you guys are young ladies, like y'all haven't lived not 1 minute of the world. You guys got to understand that right now the ball is in your court. You got to understand that right now, what you guys can leverage is your youth and your beauty, right? You guys are young. That's what men want. But instead of wasting your time trying it out, and I don't mean to use you as an example. What's your name?
Kat.
Yeah.
Your real name?
Katrina.
I don't mean to use you as an example, but for example, Katrina, in your case, like, you did waste 8 months of your youth. That's almost a year.
Yeah.
Damn. In life insurance terms, like, a year is every 6 months.
Yeah.
So if let's say my son is 6 months, that's already a year in life insurance.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Also, are are you feeling this way because of the conversation, or like, do you miss your ex? Like,
I'm
what?
like, no, like we're still talking.
You gotta
like I just
speak into the mic. Though.
I just
You gotta
I want a relationship with him again. Like I still miss that. I miss the romance and yeah, I miss that. I miss
So
the
why'd
romance.
you leave him then?
Because I wasn't getting that at the end.
Why don't you go tell him what you just told me?
I did, but he says I'm not the one for him.
Didn't you just say you were single by choice though?
Yeah, because I'm still healing from that. Like I don't want to get into anything
Single
right now.
by choice is you saying, I have the guy that I want, but I don't want to be with him. So I'm choosing not to be with him. I'm single by choice. You just basically described him not wanting to be with you. That's not being single by choice.
Okay, my bad, not by choice.
You have no choice but to be single.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Why don't you just change your religious views? What? Look up not obnoxious, agnostic, real quick for me, yo brother, please.
I got you.
Yeah, shout out to the chat too, man. I see
Shouts
you
out
guys.
to the chat.
Yo, the chat is lit already, man. Make sure you guys like the video and send us
Yeah.
any questions or concerns, man. Send us any fucking topics you want us to touch on. Any questions for the ladies and the gentlemen.
Is it like a religion?
I don't know what it is.
What was your ex? What religion was he?
A person who
Christian.
holds the view
He's Christian?
that any ultimate reality such as God is unknown and probably unknowable. Broadly, one who is not committed to believing in either the existence or the non-existence of God or a God.
Okay.
So basically, floating through a dark abyss into nothingness.
Damn.
So yeah, Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you have to believe something. You can't say I don't. You're floating in a gray area, right? It's like God, no God. It's like you got to pick. Is he worth you accepting that there's a God, or would you rather just say that there isn't one and continue on with your life?
What do you mean? I'm confused.
Okay, so let me ask the question again. I'll slow it down. You're floating in a gray area, right? You're right here in the middle. This is black, this is white. You're floating in a gray area. Would you rather accept that there's a God and work it out with the man that you believe you want to be with, or accept that there's not a God and go on with your life? Because the world is black and white.
Yes.
It either is or it isn't. It was or it wasn't. It will or it won't be. There's no maybe or perhaps, right? There's yes and no, black and white.
I mean, if I accept it, there's still something else he wants that I'm willing to do it, but I don't want to.
What is it?
The threesome.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So then he's not really Christian.
I mean, yeah, he claims to be, but
Yeah, okay. Then, I mean, if you're not down with that, then go ahead and, find a man that's willing to take you for who you are. I would say get spiritually close to God. That would be my, advice to you. Find God and then find a man who's truly, spiritually awakened when it comes to the Most High God. And then, give him your life. But not this guy who claims to be Christian and then he wants to threesome. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I bet you he watched the video by Andrew Tate and now he just wants to have a threesome. How tall is he?
5'9".
Would you be open to, would you be against sending us a picture of him and bring it up on the screen?
He might be watching this. I don't.
And we judge him?
He might
And
watch it. I don't want to do that.
We'll give you the masculine perspective on what you think, on what we think about your ex-boyfriend.
I mean, I don't want to do that because he might be watching.
You don't want to do
this.
that? Fair enough. Okay, moving on. We got any super chats?
Nah, no super chats yet, man.
Okay.
Shout out to the chat, man. They're kind of dead today, man. They're talking a lot in the chat, but I don't see any super chats.
You
yet,
guys
man.
go ahead and super chat any questions or topic suggestions.
Yeah. So you didn't really have a problem with the religion. You had a problem with the threesome.
It was both because, I mean, I don't mind if he's religious, but he wants a threesome, and those things just contradict.
Yeah.
You know?
Does he want a threesome with another woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought it was maybe like God, the Holy Spirit, and
No.
Jesus.
What's his name?
Ryan.
Ryan, you're stupid.
Stupid.
You make people who truly believe in God look bad, man.
Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone like me, man. I'm actually looking into religion myself
Yeah.
right now. So, yeah. Shout out to you, Ryan.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's ask the questions. Let's ask the panel a question real quick. We'll go
Mhm.
around the table on this one real quick. And you're good, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, what do you guys think about the phrase girls can do anything boys can do. We'll start off with you. You're laughing. There's like an inside joke here for some reason, bro.
No, not at all.
There's an inside joke.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, so what do you think about the phrase girls can do anything boys can do?
I think that we can do anything guys can do. I think we can do more than guys can do.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Let me give you an example. Like, we can reproduce. We can, have babies. Like, we bring people to the world. Guys can't do that. We do more than men, I think. But aside from that, like, in general, yes, like, guys and girls, like, I guess, can do the same thing. Like, yes.
I feel like it's situational.
It is situational. There you go. That's the word.
I
It's
feel like-
situational.
Okay, we're gonna keep going around. Shout out to my man David Jones getting us started with a super chat. We'll come right back to you, man. What do you think about that phrase?
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because like God, I'm very religious, so I believe like God put like female and male for a reason. There's going to be a difference. Like the other sex can't do more than the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Okay. What about you, bro? What do you think about that phrase? Please keep in mind speaking to the mic when you guys talk.
I think not really. I think we guys do most of the work. Like, think about it. Like, I don't see any girl gonna go do construction or be in the hot sun all day. They're gonna want to stay home or work on, example, 9 to 5. They'll never be in the hot sun working. Like, that's what I believe.
Okay.
So laborers work.
Yeah, labor work.
Laborers
Okay.
work.
Or the other one too is they're not gonna want to pay bills. No girl wants to pay bills.
Okay.
They want to live that life.
Yeah, but if they can do it, why do they choose not to? I mean, girls can build skyscrapers, right? So why is it that they choose not to?
They just don't want to.
Why don't they build the railroad tracks?
They don't want to put
and
in the time.
the sewers.
They don't want to
and-
get their hands dirty.
right, but they can do it though, right?
Yeah, they could.
But I've never seen them
Yeah,
do
but
it.
they don't wanna
Matter
do
of
it.
fact, me and him were driving past some houses. We were looking at some properties, and we were joking. We were like, "Yo, look at the men that are building the world." And shout out to all my Hispanics out there, man. They were all like Spanish people, right? Spanish people, so Spanish men. And then we saw two women, and they were sitting down in the shade while the men were building in a hot sun.
Damn.
So it's just amazing to me how women can do anything guys can do, but they choose not to. What about you?
I think yes and no. I think that if a woman really wants to go and pursue this and this and that, and they have that willpower, then they'll go and pursue that. But then again, like you guys said, there's women who don't want to do those things. So it's really it depends on the person. It shouldn't be like all women can't do this versus all women can do this. It really does depend on the person.
Well, by an overwhelming balance of probabilities, women don't want to do it.
And
The majority of women don't want to work
and I don't
construction.
disagree with that. But then there's maybe those few out there
They have no choice but to do it.
Yeah, or they choose like this is the profession that they want to do.
Every time I look at a construction site, the women are either sitting down or they're holding the clipboard next to the guy that they're having sex with, which is typically, the job site manager. And which is fine. I mean, I want to go ahead and shout you out because there's things that men can do and then there's things that women can do, and we're not supposed to do the things that the other sex does. What about you? What do you think? Can girls do what boys do?
I'm kind of in the middle, and I agree with what she had to say. How there's men that have certain
Turn her up, bro.
and then there's female that have certain roles. Like me personally, I wouldn't work construction because that's just like not my, job idea. But like other women, like Danielle said, they would work construction. But I agree with what she had to say. How there's different roles for males, different roles for females.
Okay. What about you? Catherine.
I mean, same as she had to say. Like, I think it's not all just like all women or no women. Like, there's like in betweens there. Like my dad, for example, like he works in commercial construction, and my mom a lot of times helps out, and she's a woman. She's doing a lot of times like what things that he does too. So I don't think that it's like all of them. Like there is like exceptions.
All right, what about you, bro? What do you think about that phrase?
Nah, I disagree. Like, you could bring sports as an example. Like, women can't compete at the same level as guys in sports. That's why the NBA makes more. Like, you want to go see an NBA game, and the WNBA games be like empty.
Okay, fair enough. What about you?
Very situational. Like, it depends. Like, for work, for example, because you guys were talking about that. I know that there's a lot of women out there that do hard working jobs too, just as that are male dominated. And I also feel like most women don't end up doing careers that males do just because of how society over time has, like, I guess, what normalized what certain careers are for men and what are for women. So it pushes both sexes to different professions.
Nah, that's not it.
Really?
Yeah, that's not it.
Why?
Well, why is because our biology is different.
Yeah.
You know, evolutionary psychology is real. You know, there's a reason why women go for things like, you know, social service and like these, you know, they're nurses and they're teachers versus men typically go for engineering, construction, architecture. We are interested in different things, you
That's
know.
true.
So it's not about society, it's about biology. Our biology is made up different. Like there's 30 more pounds of pressure in a man's grip than there is in a woman's grip. That's why women typically can't be plumbers. Like you can't be plumbers no matter how much you bench press. Like you can't be a plumber because there's a certain amount of grip pressure that you're supposed to tighten certain bolts with your hand and not a tool that women can't do. So in that sense, you'd be incapable of doing it. So regardless of how capable you feel of being able to do a job or an occupation, your biology tells you otherwise. If you think about it, the main jobs that women want to go after that men have are these high, you know, CEO kind of jobs where it's like you're in offices, lawyer buildings and things of that nature because, you know, they're not lining up. You don't see a line of women lining up to want to be plumbers or electricians because it's not fun.
Yes, but
It's
somebody had to
actual
do
labor.
it too.
You don't see no women in oil rigs.
That's not true. It's not. And I'm going to state why. Because there is a small group. I won't say majority are. I do agree with what you have to say. But at the same time, I won't nix out, you know, maybe 1% of the world or
Out of
5%
100
of the
women.
world. It's very small. It's probably about one woman.
So why argue the exception when the majority
Because
is...
I still feel like they should be heard.
You
Because it's
feel
not
that.
an easy job to be a woman in a male-dominated industry and be out in an oil rig for 3 months doing that job. And you're getting paid good money.
Then why do it?
Because she maybe wants to prove a point. Maybe because she needs to feed her family and that's
Yeah,
the job
pride.
to do. Just like men.
Pride is a woman's demise.
So a men's demise is not from pride either?
Now, when it comes to labor,
It could be.
like
I
there's
wouldn't know
no
about that.
men
It
have
depends.
no choice but to work labor. Men built the world as you know it.
Okay.
That's facts.
Yeah, the world has been civilized to the level that it is because of men. The roads that we drive on, the bridges we drive over, this big house, this building was built by men. The light was invented by men. This Wi-Fi that we're enjoying, this AC, and a group of electricians came in here, men electricians, and they, you know, fixed the light.
Yeah, but you can also go back through history too, and as well, obviously, you do see a lot of things were invented by men, but at the same time, women also didn't have rights until the 60s.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with their interests, though.
How would they get funded
from
for
a
anything?
psychological, from an evolutionary psychology level? It doesn't. A woman not wanting to invent something has nothing to do with her not being able to, because right now women are as free as they ever been.
Correct.
Why are women still complaining? Name me one law that favors men over women.
That's a good question.
One law that favors
men over women.
Over women? I couldn't name you one.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist.
Correct.
Even back then, the only thing that women were fighting was the right to vote. Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Now, do you know what voting came with?
Just the opportunity to speak on different things, depending on whether it was the Declaration of Independence or, you know, instances where it's talking about the amendments. I mean, it just really depends. In the
Anything else?
60s, it was obviously a different time.
Anything else?
No.
Getting drafted into the army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women
Men
don't
came
want to
first.
get women don't want to get drafted into the army.
But in the earlier wars, women used to dress up like pretending to look like men just so they could serve.
And they got killed.
But they still took
Along
that
with the
risk
18.
because they wanted to do.
They wanted
the
to
same
prove a
things
point. Yeah.
that they were still capable of, and it's proof because now there's still women serving in the military, which means
Yeah.
they're capable.
They're not capable because they lowered the PT test
Yeah,
to fit a woman's standards.
absolutely.
The majority of women can't lift their own body weight. Their own body weight.
Not only that, but you guys aren't on the front lines. So what if you're in the fucking army? You're not gonna be sent to the front fucking lines. You're gonna be all the way in the fucking back.
But whose choice is made by men?
I feel like there's still more.
Men gave you your freedom. What do you mean?
But what I'm trying to say is you're saying the men are gonna be front lines. I said who's making that choice? It's likely a man.
Yeah, because we're the ones who built the world as you know it. Yeah.
Okay, right now, if someone invaded this country, would you rather all the men go fight or would you rather all the women go fight?
If all the women went to fight, then you would have no children.
Okay, who would you trust?
That's not what the fuck I'm asking. Man. You see
we'll ask it like this.
If all the women went to go fight, there'd be no children.
Let's say this. Who would you feel more comfortable protecting you from a group of male invaders? A group of men or a group of women?
A group of men. Body mass index.
Okay, why?
Like, you guys are more biologically built.
Mm-hmm. So
But
wouldn't
that
you
still
agree?
doesn't, like-
Wouldn't you agree that if we're choosing the men, if we're choosing the people, let's say people, to protect our country, don't you think that it's safe to feel more comfortable with men protecting our country? In the Army, the Navy, Coast Guard, firefighters, police officers.
Majority of men, yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys arguing?
What do you mean?
They're arguing that a woman could if she really wanted to.
Yeah, you could, and you have that right, but only because men gave you that right.
I meant like in certain situations, like with certain
components. I've never seen a guy argue like, oh, we can be just as good as daycare workers as women, or we could fucking.
I'd have a fit.
It'd be weird. Imagine
fit.
if men were sitting here like, yo, we can take care of your kid just like a woman can. Like we don't
fuck up.
We don't give a fuck about that.
Nah.
Like for some reason, women want to be equal to men, and it makes no sense.
Yeah, this is the thing though, young ladies. This is the issue. Society has successfully programmed you, hoodwinked, and bamboozled you into thinking that you need to compare yourself to men, when in reality, your power comes in your ability to submit to your femininity. Yeah. Your divine femininity, that's where your power lies. Your willingness to submit to a strong leader, to a strong man. That's your power. Not your ability to want to compare yourself to a man or compete with men. That's your demise.
Yeah, but see, they see submission as weak.
They see submission as on hands and knees, scrubbing kitchen floors, and like the color purple, and what's that? La Rosa de Guadalupe. Like that's what they see. That's what they think. It's like, oh no, I'm not going to be on my hands and knees scrubbing
also,
no kitchen.
There's only been one successful woman who dressed as a guy and went to war. That was Mulan, and that was fiction. Okay, so shout out to you. Okay, let's real quick. Shout out to Carlos X, man. This isn't a super chat, but he says there are over 767,992 construction workers currently employed in the United States.
Can we bring that
6.2 of all construction workers are women, while 93.8 are men.
Percent higher than I thought.
6.2, and even then they're fucking holding clipboards.
Damn. Well, I'd like to see the stat on that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so now to be fair, yeah, we're just joking. I'm sure that they're fucking digging something, but not at the same capacity of a man.
I'm not joking.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
correct.
It's just
I'm not joking.
There's no reason. That's how, ladies. There's no reason for a woman to feel the need to want to be a construction worker, to want to go and be an electrician. Like, there's no need for that. You guys can literally be pretty, and a man will take care of you for the rest of your life.
Where are they at though?
Are you deserving of that, man?
Yeah. Have you earned them?
I feel like yes. Obviously, it's 2 lanes to the highway, right?
Well, hold on. Let's be serious here. First of all, this is Unfiltered. We're gonna be honest with you. Do you feel like you deserve them? And we're gonna get to the super chats literally in 1 second, guys. Do you feel like you're deserving of a guy that's just gonna come and take care of you?
Not necessarily.
Why
in
not?
certain ways,
Why
yes.
not? Why not?
Because I've also been somebody that's been very independent, and I've had a father in my life teach me ways to do things on my own, whether it's to change the oil in my car, change the tires on my car, maybe be able to check the tire pressure in my car.
I would argue your father failed you.
Yeah.
They were supposed to
How?
teach you how to be feminine, how to be a wife, how to be a mother. I'd be goddamned if my little girl is gonna be out there changing any tire.
Damn.
Or checking the air pressure or changing any oil. That's what men are for.
Yeah.
I want my daughter to be in a dress, you know, and I have a daughter too, by the way. I want my little girl to be in a dress with her hair done, her nails done, her toes done, nice little flip-flops, you know, in the kitchen, cleaning her house, waiting for her husband to come home, running to her husband, telling her kids, daddy's home, daddy's home. Her husband coming in the door and picking her up. Oh, I love you, baby. I don't mind going to go work 50, 60 hours a week to protect, provide, and provision over you and our children.
Wow.
I don't want my daughter changing no fucking tire.
That sounds manipulative. It sounds very like controlling. Why can't your daughter be a boss babe?
No.
Not have any kids.
No way.
Have 3 dogs and 2 cats.
No. No way.
And be happy, empowered.
No.
50 bodies.
No.
Why not?
No. I want my daughter to lose her virginity to her husband.
That's controlling, man. I'm disgusted, bro. I'm very disgusted. Real quick, man. Let's go ahead and power up my man David Jones real quick, man. Go ahead and put his super chat.
David Jones said, "Your wife wants to take the kids to see her toxic mom. You have repeatedly said no to this idea. Your wife is now threatening to withhold sex unless you cave. What do you do?"
Damn.
Fellas.
Wow.
What do you do?
We'll start off with you. What do you do?
We stand our ground. We wouldn't do it.
Just stand your ground.
Just stand our ground. Yeah.
What about you?
I'm with him too.
Standing your
Yeah.
ground. Okay. Why though?
Because she got to know that I'm the man, and what I say goes. If I'm paying all the bills and I'm paying everything, it got to go with what I say.
If I'm providing everything, then what I say
if I'm
goes.
paying for her car and she's not working, then you gotta respect my decision.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, that's why, fellas, you guys got to exercise sexual discipline. Don't let women leverage sex against you. Because ladies, sex, you guys control access to it. You guys control who and who doesn't gets born into this country, right? It's up to you. You guys allow a man sex, or you guys can deny a man sex. Unfortunately, a lot of fellas, you guys are sexually weak, and you guys allow women to dictate when and when not you guys are going to have sex. And they use that. Women have successfully weaponized sex. And a lot of men would cave. A lot of men would be like, yeah, baby, you know what? You're right. Go ahead, take it to your mama house. But no, you got to stand your ground. You can't let that happen. But to be fair, you have to be the ultimate version of yourself to even, do that. If you're a man, you're overweight, you're not getting money, you can't dress, you're not funny, charismatic, and you don't run your house, you're not the leader, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, shout out to the super chatters too, man. We see you guys coming in right now. Let's go ahead and power up my man D Frizzle real quick, man. Shout out to D Frizzle.
D Frizzle say, ladies, name one reason why you deserve the man you desire. We're gonna start with you, miss. What's your name?
Camila.
Camilla. We're gonna start with you.
Repeat the question.
The question is, ladies, name one reason why you deserve the man you desire.
I don't have an answer for that right now. Can I come back and think about it? Can you ask somebody else and
Okay.
come back?
Okay, but we're gonna make it funner. So we're gonna do 3 reasons. So what's your name?
Michaela.
Michaela, give me 3 reasons why you deserve the man that you desire.
Okay. As of right now, I am young. Okay. And I'm not looking for a man, but like I know I'm not shit. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm gonna be honest, it's true. So but in the future, like I know I'm gonna be like submissive, and I'm a woman of God. I want a family. I'm gonna be
You already won. Young, submissive woman of God. Boom. There you go, D Fritzo. What about you? What's your name?
We've never had somebody do that before, by the way.
Danielle. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's really
honestly, like I don't even want the other girls to say anything after that.
But how though? Like how's my response? Like
It's because look,
it's honest, huh?
not necessarily, that's not what it is. It's just the fact that men are very simple, ladies, right? Men are very simple. We don't require too much, right? There's a saying out there that a man will take a 6 over a 7 if the 6 is submissive, young, and beautiful, right? Because really, men were simple, right? So you just said you're young, right? Which men are attracted to youth. you'll be submissive, which a man wants to be able to exercise his authority, right, over his woman. Why? Because you guys were taken from us from the rib. And then 3, you said you're a woman of God. You know, that's 3 check marks. And I'm not saying that you're, you know, an ugly woman, but let's say you were, right? A man would be willing to overlook that because you meet these 3 requirements.
Yeah.
We're so simple. That's how simple we are. A man, and I'm talking about a masculine man that's on his purpose, right? Who is a man of God. He's willing to take that over a woman who's beautiful, but she's promiscuous, she's combative, she's non-agreeable, right? She's had multiple sexual partners in the past. You see? So that's why. And then you're how old?
I'm 18.
You're 18, right?
Yeah.
And you said your father raised you, right?
Both my parents.
Both
raised
your
me.
parents. There you go. I mean, look at chat. You see that. You see a huge. I'm pretty sure your father's very involved in your life, right?
He is.
Is it safe to assume that he would you allow him in the vetting process of whatever man you choose to end up with?
Yeah.
Right? Like, would you take him to your father to see what his opinion on the new man?
Yes.
Yeah. See. Good work, young lady.
I'm
what
not
do you
gonna
think, Danielle?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even want them to talk after that, bro.
Nah, let's be fair.
Nah, bro,
Let's be
listen,
fair.
they can't say anything that can top that.
True, but let's go ahead and hear. What do you think, Danielle? What are 3 things that you think your man what are 3 things that describe you that your man desire? What was it? Can we bring that up again?
Shout out to my man DC, man.
Yeah, let's bring that super chat again. D Fritzo. Oh, 3 reasons why you deserve the man you desire.
Like she kind of said, I am a woman of God, and I take my religion very close to my heart. Also, I'm a very big giver, and I have a really big heart. I don't know. That's kind of all I got right now.
Big heart, giver, woman of God. What about
Sounds like you
What's
get
your name?
manipulated and used.
Tiana.
Oh.
I actually really can't top anything she said.
Nah, don't top each other. Just be honest, you guys.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't have an answer. Yeah.
She didn't name anything at all.
Yeah, we're coming back to her.
Yeah, go ahead.
3 reasons why you deserve the man you desire, because you're taken, right?
Yeah.
What are 3 reasons that you believe your man wanted you for, or your boyfriend?
Do you think maybe he just chose you because you're pretty?
Well, no, because there's
Then what
a
are
bunch
the
of pretty
reasons?
girls in the world.
Okay, so then what are the reasons?
I would say I'm very like honest, because a lot of different girls, like, you know, they'll put up a front, but like me off rip, like I'm gonna tell you what it is and what it isn't.
Okay.
And that's really
Just honesty. God damn it, bro. God damn it. Do me a favor, everybody. Please make sure your headset, your mic is facing your mouth, not your nose, not your head. Okay. Like that should be down facing your mouth. Okay. And what about you? What are 3 reasons that you think why you deserve the man you desire? So give me, actually, he says 1, man. I think maybe my boy Hector here made it hard for you guys. Give me 3. Give me 3 reasons.
I mean, I have a good heart.
Okay. So do dogs.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another reason.
I'm romantic.
You're romantic. Okay. Give me another one.
I don't know.
Okay. Ladies, how many? It's crazy, man. Because like men have to have so many things for you guys just to consider them. And we're asking you guys to give us 3 reasons why you think you deserve the man you desire, and you can't even name 1 or 2. What about you?
I don't talk to guys, but I have like 3 things.
Who do you talk to?
Girls?
Oh, you're.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you, like a dyke? What is it
I'm
called?
not a dyke. I don't label myself. I just like girls. I don't call myself a stud. None of that.
Stop the cap.
Bro, I'm not capping. Who's talking?
You know what I heard too? There's like STEM.
Yeah.
That's a thing too, right?
That's just like basically like you dress feminine and dress masculine. That's what it means.
That's weird.
But I don't know.
So 3 things.
Honesty, loyalty, consistency. very consistent. I really don't like talking to people that are very like on and off. Like if you're gonna give me an energy, like you have to keep that.
Let me ask you a question. Why'd you go towards girls?
It was like that ever since elementary school,
Uh-huh.
like from the jump. And like I never talked to a boy, never kissed a boy, never nothing.
I'd be willing to bet that you probably went through some traumatic shit that made you go that
No,
way.
that's what my dad said, but no.
No, you sure?
It just never
So you
did.
just woke up one day and said, "Hey, I like girls."
Nah, like it just gradually came. Like that's just what happened.
How come it gradually hasn't came for me
I don't know.
or for him? Why is it?
'Cause
Why is
that's
it?
how
Why are
it
you?
is.
Why are you special?
I feel like it's just natural.
Or are you not? Or are you just not impressed with the men on your daily basis?
No, that's not. I wouldn't say it like that because I feel like I never like. I feel like whenever I started liking girls, I never told myself like I never forced myself into a certain like way. Like that's just how it came.
All right,
What
fair
about you?
enough, man. Go ahead.
3 things.
For myself, I would say honest. I would also say funny, and then as well as like smart. I would say those would be my 3.
Okay, let's get back to her right there. She never went.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm very educated. I'm very outgoing, and I feel like I'm very open-minded to a lot of things. So those are my 3.
Yeah, men don't care about how funny you are. Men don't care about your education. Men don't care about your career. There's a lot of shit we don't care about really when it comes to women. We just want you to be young, beautiful, submissive.
So you guys like wouldn't want someone that has like goals, like
I want your
an
goal to
inspiration.
be. I want your goal to be a wife and children. You know, help me on my mission.
So she can't have her own path.
She can't have her own path.
This is the thing. It's like you ladies, you guys have to choose, right? Do you want your own path, or do you want to be on the path with a man that you love, admire, and respect?
Yeah.
You can't have both, you know, because a woman who prioritizes her education and career, she ends up in a tax bracket that the majority of men aren't. And then the men that are on the same tax bracket as them, they're not looking at her. Why? Because it took certain characteristics for her to develop to get to that tax bracket, right? Masculine characteristics. And men don't want masculine women. Men want feminine women, right? Especially the masculine men that had the skills and the characteristics to get to that tax bracket.
Yeah.
There's a thing called hypergamy, right? Imagine a triangle, right? When men go into the playground, we start to build this thing that's called a hierarchy, right? So the hierarchy is comprised of 6 different archetypes. You've heard some of them: alpha male, beta male, right? So bullshit, right? But the reality in that hierarchy is that if all of us were thrown in a jungle, we would know who the fuck the alpha male is without him saying who it is. It's just the way he carries himself, his demeanor. And we'd naturally select, he's going to lead us through this fucking shit that we're in, right? He's going to guide us through this jungle. And that alpha male, right, that everybody unanimously selected is going to say, you do this, you do that, you do this, I'll kill that tiger, and we're going to eat, right? Ladies, when you guys see this hierarchy being built, y'all don't identify it as a hierarchy. All you guys see is the alpha male. So all of you guys are going to be like, oh, I want to mate with him. Your biology is going to start kicking in. There's not going to be no independent woman. I'm a boss babe. I get my own money. I pay my own rent. None of that shit's going to fly in the jungle. What's going to fly is who's going to be able to protect me against those other motherfuckers who want that tiger that he just killed. And you guys are naturally going to select the alpha male. But you guys want to know something funny in today's world? The alpha male doesn't want you if you have masculine characteristics. He wants the feminine woman, the young woman, the pretty woman, the submissive woman, the woman who has a spiritual connection with God.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
Yeah.
Right. So we don't care about your education. We don't care about your career. Right. We don't care how bossed up or how independent you are. That's just how it is. Men tell you these lies in order to have sex with you. Why? Because women lie and men lie, but we lie different. Men lie in your ear. Women lie by wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Do me a favor, man. Let's get back to the super chat. So power on my man Jonathan real quick, man. He has a super chat. Go ahead.
Jonathan said, ladies, do you want a traditional man or a modern man? Also, are you a traditional woman or a modern woman?
All right, guys, make sure we keep it to one question per super chat, man. We're gonna go ahead and honor this one. Shout out to my man Jonathan, real quick. So, ladies, do you want a traditional man or a modern man? We'll start off with that one. Traditional or modern?
Traditional. I'd say I'm traditional myself. So open my doors, buy me flowers. I love that. So definitely traditional.
What makes you traditional?
I feel like when I do like someone, like I really do put in like 100%. Like I do like become a little submissive. Like I cater like to them. Like, so I guess that's a little bit more traditional. Like modern girls right now are like, oh, like men aren't shit. Like I won't do that for a man. Like, and don't get me wrong. Like I have days where I'm like men aren't shit, but like if I do like you, like I like you only, and I'm more traditional.
Do you think your manicure is traditional?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you think your weight is
What up?
traditional?
No.
So are you a traditional woman, like you said you are?
In terms of things I do, yes. Like
No,
physical
you
appearance,
either
I feel
are or
like
you're
no.
not. You can't like half be traditional.
Would you say I'm modern then?
Yes.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, okay. Why
Yeah.
would you? Because of like my appearance?
Your appearance, not necessarily your attitude, but I think your appearance stems from probably your attitude. Right now, you're kind of quiet. You're listening. So you're. I would say, and I guess you could correct me if I'm wrong. I would say that you're being kind of open to what we have to say,
Mhm.
and you're receiving it. But just the fact that you said, well, I don't say men aren't shit, but sometimes I do, and then the nails, and then of course the weight. And we're not picking on you.
Mhm.
We're just, these are just so the same way that women have prerequisites, so do men, right? So women traditionally have certain prerequisites of a man. He's got to be stronger than her. He's got to be taller than her. He's got to be good looking, right? He's got to be funny, charismatic, smell good, dress good, not be a bitch. Can he protect me? Is he making money? There's prerequisites, right? And this is normal. Society holds us accountable to those prerequisites. There's not one fat, ugly, broke man out there that is like, yo, you know what? I deserve to be with one of America's next top models. It's like, no, you're fat, you're a bum, you live at home with your mother, you're in a basement, you're 30 years old, shut the fuck up, you don't deserve shit. However, to women, they'll tell you, don't worry, girl,
Yeah.
those are your curves, right? Slay queen,
Mhm.
whatever. So they're giving you, they're pretty much bigging you up on your flaws, right?
Mhm.
However, on this show, we're not going to big you up on your flaws. We're going to identify them and tell you how to fix them, right? Why? Because we care about women and we care about men. So yeah, by appearance wise, I would argue that you're not traditional.
Yeah.
And then by what you said, oh, some men are shit. Oh,
Yeah.
some one day men are shit, the other day they're not.
Mhm.
That's not traditional either.
Yeah.
That
'Cause
makes me think, my bad. That
Yeah.
makes me think that when you're around certain group of
Mhm.
friends that are females, you're probably the type to yell out men ain't shit or
Yeah.
we're gonna be or something. Am
Yeah.
I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I
Wait.
lying or flying? Tell me the truth.
No, you're not wrong.
Do you
Yeah.
guys do you guys know each other?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's why you guys keep laughing at each other. There's
Mhm.
definitely some inside jokes here. And
Nah, there's
here's
no
the thing.
inside jokes.
Imagine if I said women ain't shit. Just imagine, right?
I've heard that.
Like, okay, no lie, for sure. There are some women out there that really aren't shit.
I agree.
That's a fact. Just like there are men out there that aren't shit.
Mhm.
We know that, right? There's a lot of fucking deadbeat dads out there, dads that aren't even involved. There's a lot of shitty men out there. There's a lot of shitty women out there too. But men don't typically walk around saying women ain't shit.
I'm an independent man.
I'm
I
an
don't need no
independent
woman.
man. Women ain't shit. Women ain't shit. Like, bro, and if I heard a guy
What would
saying
be the
that,
equivalent of boss babe for a man?
oh,
Top
shit.
boy.
No.
I don't even know what the
Top
fuck
boy.
that means.
That's that
But listen,
London
even if I
shit.
heard a
Yep.
man saying that women ain't shit, I'm already gonna be like, I don't want to have anything to do with that dude. I don't want to have anything to do. What do you mean? Like, there's great women out there. What do you mean women ain't shit? So you met two bad chicks in your life, and now women ain't shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying you're not modern. Okay.
Yeah. And men hold other men so much accountable that if you meet a woman that ain't shit, it's your fault as a man
Mm-hmm.
because you lacked experience, you lacked game. For example, I've had nothing but good experiences with women. And the few bad experiences that I have, I take accountability and say, you know what? I lacked game and I lacked experience. That's why she was able to do this or do that. Versus woman, right? You have no flaws in society.
Yeah.
If a man leaves you or he, does you wrong or whatever the case may be, it's like, oh, it's because he doesn't deserve you, baby. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with you. You were perfect, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that's where the delusion comes into play.
Yeah.
Like there's women that are fours, right? in terms of looks, running around yelling that they're a 10 because they
Yeah.
have confidence.
Yeah, we
Well,
had
it's
one
not like
yesterday.
that. Yeah.
We had one here yesterday. Yeah. And oh, man, it's ridiculous, man. I want to honor this super chat. We'll go around the table. What about you?
Okay, to piggyback on her, ideally I want a traditional man, but obviously I'm young again and I'm modern. Like, look at my hair, look at my nails and stuff like that. But again, I'm young, so I want to experience like certain stuff like lashes and stuff like that. But eventually, when I do get like roughly like 28, you know,
No, don't wait that long.
28.
I know. But like, I'm young, so like I want to experience stuff, and men are not gonna like, you know.
Experience stuff with your man.
Yeah.
What man?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
What man?
I'll look. You're repelling him. You're repelling him by how you dress. You have this tomboyish kind of appearance. You have the TLC, do rag on or whatever, the bandana on, the red hair, the nails, right, the lashes. You're repelling him. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you dressed modestly, you had a dress on, right? You wore your natural hair short. I'm not saying don't get a manicure, just don't do long nails, right? The cutoff shirt, like there's a lot of things. Like you're a pretty girl, right? You're a pretty young lady, but you're repelling the man that's gonna protect you, provide for you. Look at TLC. Who's that? Is that left eye? Yeah, that's left eye.
Wait, let me cook. Listen, again, that's the thing. When I'm searching for a man, that's when I'm gonna start being natural. Start, you know.
No, you don't gotta search for him. He's gonna find you. Yeah.
No. You're missing the point.
Okay.
He's never gonna find you as long as you're acting like this.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not looking like I'm not.
Just she's not ready.
Okay, so what you're saying is like you don't want him yet.
No.
Okay, so you want to live your life, and then when you're ready, you want him.
Exactly.
Does that really fucking make sense to you though?
To me, it does.
Really?
How much time do you think you have?
I don't know.
Realistically,
I don't know. I could be dead.
You better find out real quick.
Let's say that you say you're not going to be dead tomorrow. Let's say
win.
you're not going to be dead. Let's just say that you're going to get to live a full life, right? How long do you think you have?
To be in a committed relationship, like
no, until you can find a committed relationship.
I'll say about like 9, 8.
29, 28 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you got to start now. I mean, think about it. Look, so there's a line, right? It's called the sexual marketplace, right? Men, they start down here in this when it comes to the sexual marketplace. Women start up here. So by the time you guys turn 18, you enter the sexual marketplace. Your value in the sexual marketplace, the dating market, lowers the further you are from your virginity, right? So for every sexual partner, you begin to lower in the sexual marketplace versus a man. He has to build himself in value, right? He has to acquire a good job, get in shape, start to dress good, smell good, develop social skills, right? To build himself up. A man doesn't reach his full potential. And I'm talking about men that are working, right? Until he's about 30 to 35, sometimes even 40 years old, right? By the time that they're at that age, they're not looking at the 30, 35, 40-year-olds. They're looking at the 20, 21, 22, 25-year-olds, especially if they look young. If they look young, they're in shape, they're well-dressed, right? Because biologically, women, they associate age with a man's ability to offer them safety. Men, biologically, we look at age, and I'm talking about younger women as, their ability to be fertile, right? Youth, fertility, beauty. So I'm not saying go out and date, right? But what I am saying is your time is ticking. You're still young. You're 18, right? You just turned 18. So you probably still feel like a kid, I'm sure. I would say hold on to your purity, get with your father, and change the Guns N' Roses TLC look and, get in a dress, start. You go to church?
I do.
Okay, that's good. See, that's good. What, like Southern Baptist?
No, Anaclin.
Who?
Anaclin, like.
Y'all believe like in Christ, though, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Y'all pray and stuff?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. Let's move on, bro. Danielle. Go ahead. What about you?
I'm confused what modern man means. Like, what? Like
fuck boys.
Oh, okay. Then traditional.
You want a traditional man? Okay.
Yeah.
What about you over here next to her?
I would like a traditional man too, but like what one of them were saying, like the day and age, I feel like I would, like if I were to break up with my boyfriend, I feel like I would get a modern man.
Why would you get a modern man?
the day and age we're in.
You
Like,
think that's all there is left?
well, no, I feel like there's some traditional guys like surprise me with roses, take me on dates, don't let me touch a door, like stuff like that.
The only women I've ever gotten roses for and taken them out on dates are women that deserved it. Like I don't just do that for just anybody. If you're not getting that, you probably don't deserve that, or you're probably not conducting yourself in a way where this guy's like, yo, I need to do this. We talked about this the other day. We talked about how there's women that I think we were talking about dates, and we were like, yo, some women, they actually won't even give you an opportunity to be in a relationship until you take them out on a few dates. Then you have the girls that you just meet and you can be like, yo, you're my girl now. And they're like, okay. Like it's a standard. Some women have standards and some women don't. Does that make sense? Okay. What about you?
Like define, like by modern you mean like fuckboy, you said?
Yeah, we just defined it like twice.
And traditional, like what do you mean by that?
Traditional,
like flowers and stuff.
Yeah, like your grandfather.
Chivalrous,
Yeah, I prefer traditional then. Yeah.
Traditional. What about you?
I would say like,
well, you don't know what you want.
no, I do.
No, because have you ever dated a guy?
No. Have you ever dated a guy? No.
No, I
so
haven't.
You don't need to know this.
Well, no, because hold on.
You're going against biology though. Like you can't ask this guy, has he ever dated a
No,
guy?
I'm saying like,
and to know he doesn't want.
Have you ever dated?
No,
He's biologically unattracted to guys. You know, like it's a thing. Like it does. It's like, for example, a promiscuous women. We have a biological disgust with women who have multiple sexual partners. It's embedded.
I would say I have a biological disgust for women that like women in that sense. Like I think it's weird that people are going against their biology trying to date the opposite sex. I'm sorry, the same sex. So like for your situation, right? You're trying to date women, right? But what I've noticed about women that date women is one of them is always acting like a man. One of them dresses like a man. One of them literally acts like a man. She'll be tough, or she'll be the one that pays for everything. And it's like, bro, you're dating the dude. It just looks like a woman. You know what I mean?
I'd say that like with my mannerisms and the way that I act, it's still very feminine. I feel like it's just the clothes.
Which one of you guys is the dominant one?
I'm very much in between when it comes to that. Like I don't feel the need to, because it's a girl and a girl.
So why not just date a man?
Because I don't like that. Like I'm not. My body's not.
You said you've never dated a man, though.
Yeah, but I've.
So how would you know if you don't like it if you've never tried it?
Attraction. Like I'm not gonna go talk to somebody that I have zero like want to talk to you just to do what? Nothing.
You know, she reminds me of this girl I know named Tyree from back home. Like you're very similar. Like she was like very like masculine, but then she met this guy that I know, and you know, they were intimate or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think you just haven't met the guy for you. I think that's what.
And you're 18.
Yeah.
You're young.
You're young. You're young.
But
You're young.
You're a young lady.
So some guy will come along one day and rock your world.
Oh.
And you'll remember this podcast.
You know what?
Yeah.
Hector and Eric told me this was gonna happen. Like the moment it happens, we're gonna come to your head. Like, we're like, damn.
And the crazy part about it is, if we walked the same sidewalk as you, we probably wouldn't even recognize you.
You'd be in a dress and everything, dress and heels.
Because a masculine man really
Straight
does.
up, yeah.
He really does. You know,
Straight up.
He allows a woman to act feminine.
Yeah,
because you're taken care of. You don't need to be. I would say right now. You told me earlier you didn't go through anything, right? No traumatic experiences.
No.
But I would say you're right now you have a defense mechanism. You're in survival mode.
What do you mean?
It doesn't make sense to me why someone would wake up one day and say, "Oh,
it's like a subconscious
like
defense
guys.
mechanism that you're putting up probably to repel men, and you don't even know that you're doing it. So it's almost like subconscious. Like, for example, we're not saying that anything traumatic necessarily happened. I mean, you said it did, and you said your father asked, you said no. Like, I mean, I don't remember anything. However, maybe there's something that triggered some sort of subconscious defense.
Yeah.
In order for you to repel men.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, I don't like men. I don't like men, right? I like women. So you dress this way. But I don't know. God don't make mistakes.
Also, too, sometimes it could be them watching someone else go through something.
Perhaps.
Right? Like maybe you want.
I'm not a
look, I'm not.
No. We don't.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying
Yeah.
in general, it's something that could happen. A lot of things too is, you know, sometimes people come on here, they don't want to admit things because we're on TV and there's hundreds of people watching. But it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I've never woke up one day and say, "Hey, you know what? I like men."
What's her name? Try to convince us that her husband, she was married to a guy and he turned out to like men.
Yeah.
She was like, no, he's bi, he's bi, he's bi. It's like, no, he's gay.
Yeah.
He's not bi.
Yeah.
That shit don't, that's not, you know. Anyways, moving on. So traditional man or modern man?
I would say traditional,
Mhm.
but knowing myself, I'm not traditional.
Mm.
So
Okay. So maybe don't you guys believe in all that, like you are what you attract type shit, the zodiac signs, the moon and all that shit? So maybe if you guys started acting a little bit more traditional, you guys could attract some traditional men. You guys,
Damn.
you guys
It's in
agree?
your it's in your control.
yes and no. I feel like there's a lot of trial and error, and at the same time, this alpha male that you're just talking about, this traditional guy you're talking about, I honestly haven't come across too many people that are like that. A lot of
'Cause-
people.
Mhm.
Go ahead. Okay. A lot of people have a tendency to lie about who they are. And a lot of people have a tendency to put on a front that they're somebody that they're not.
Mhm.
And you have to kind of go through the layers, and that's where communication and discussion come through to get to know somebody. I'm definitely that person that I want to have a conversation with you before doing anything because I want to get to know who you are.
Mhm.
I don't want to just be somebody that passes by and like keeps pushing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably haven't met him because you're repelling him as well.
oh, most definitely, I can
Yeah.
agree to that for sure. But
There you
again,
go.
at the same time, like
It's
it's
in
just
your
through
control.
experiences. Yeah, but at the same time, it's
But
been
how
through
smart does that sound? I've never met him, but yeah, I know I'm repelling him. Like it doesn't make any sense.
It's like what you were saying with her. It's a subconscious defense mechanism. There might be sayings or mannerisms that I might have if I were to meet someone out in public. A dude maybe might be interested in me, but I don't. There's probably things in my checklist that I'd already determined that I don't feel like I would be interested in them. And they could be a great guy. They could be that traditional guy. They're just not for me.
Amazing. Okay, let's get to the other super chat. Shout out to the super chatters, man. Shout out to the chat in general. Let's go ahead and power up my man Basil, man. Go ahead.
Basil said, when a woman got rights, they become overweight, depressed, and lost. Women can't control what goes in their mouth and out their mouths. Why do y'all think you deserve the guy you want? Question mark, exclamation point.
Damn.
Okay. I think we kind of went over this one, did we not?
Yeah, that was pretty much what we just went through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why do you think you deserve the guy that you want?
Yeah, and I think that was DC, man. Shout out to my man D Crypto.
Shouts out DC.
Yeah, he's the one that
Yeah.
asked that one too. Shout out to you, Basil.
You got another super chat?
Yeah,
You
let's
wanna
go ahead and
play it
read
again?
power up my man David
Okay.
Jones real quick.
David Jones said, guests, women who choose to forgive their man. What? Guest women who choose to forgive their man for cheating. What? Are usually criticized.
He says,
oh,
guests.
women who choose to forgive
Mhm.
their men for cheating are usually criticized by other women.
Mhm.
Forgiveness is seen as treason against feminism. Why do you think this happens? Let's start with you in the
can
brown.
take- Yeah.
I think you can forgive men for a lot of things, but cheating, whether you're a boy or girl, like that's unacceptable, at least in my book. So like if I'm dating someone and they're like, oh, I cheated on you, to be like, we're done. Like I grew up not tolerating that. Like I saw like a happy marriage, like that never took place. Like I wouldn't accept that. So
Your mother and your father were in your life?
yes.
Okay. What about you?
I can't answer that.
You can't?
I can't.
Why?
Why? Because like if I give you guys my answer, somebody's gonna watch this and gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna cheat on her, you know. But
No. Give us this is unfiltered. So give us your
Mhm.
real answer.
personally, like if a guy cheats on me, like I'm not gonna it's not cool. It's not cool,
Of
but
course.
I'm forgiving, like I understand, you know. That's what I can't talk about.
Listen.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right? I know exactly
Let's just
what's going
keep it
on.
there,
I
yeah.
know what's going
You
on
know-
here. I know
Yeah,
what's going on
you
here.
forgive him.
Number one, hold on. Number one, she doesn't. I get it. First of all, we don't condone it and we don't advocate for cheating, right?
Mhm.
But I get what you're saying. And then also, I think the sisterhood. There's a sisterhood right here. There's a sisterhood, and you're looking at her. You're like,
For confirmation.
I can't, you know what I mean? Like it's like if I
You could
say
say it.
something, right? And it's just like we deal with this every single day. We see it every single day. But yeah, just be unfiltered and say whatever you got on your mind. What about you?
So me personally, I'm very forgiving, but I've never been in that type of situation. And I guess in that type of situation, it would depend on what occurred. If they had sex with someone else, if it was just a kiss, you know, it just on the spectrum, if they were drunk, whatever. But
No, they were sober. They met a girl at fucking Cheesecake Factory, this waitress, and he fucked her in the car.
then absolutely like no forgiveness. Like
Okay.
if-
Okay.
What about you?
I wouldn't forgive you.
Same scenario. Your boyfriend right now.
Yeah, like
No.
he wouldn't hear from me again.
Okay. What about you, Katrina?
Yeah, I would forgive a lot of things, but cheating, No.
Amazing.
Cheating, like, no, that's disrespect. If you come into a relationship with someone, you're making that promise to choose them, and if you're gonna choose other people, you don't need to be in a relationship, and it's done.
Is it really cheating with you though? Because it's like another woman.
It's still
That's not really cheating, right?
What do you
like
mean?
women can't fuck women,
okay, but you can still have sexual interactions.
of course.
But like, even you can cheat emotionally, physically, and physically.
yeah, but like
Only women can cheat emotionally for the most
Define.
part. Well, so you said yes, though, right?
Yeah,
we're
we'll
gonna
come back.
explain.
We'll
it.
come
You
back.
said yes. You said no.
No, she
forgiveness,
said she
right?
wouldn't
I wouldn't
forgive it.
forgive
Yeah.
What about you? What's your name?
Amber.
Amber.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. There has been times in my past when I was younger, when I had my first boyfriend coming to college, where I did forgive in certain situations. Like you were saying, I had a situation where he did kiss another girl, and I handled it in a certain manner, like, don't do that again. And I made sure he understood, because he would try to be like, oh, well, you know, it wasn't like that. I said, did your lip touch her lip? He's like, yeah.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I wrote something down here, man. You said cheating is the same for men and women.
I'm
correct?
sorry.
You said cheating is the same for men and women. You said it doesn't matter who does it. Cheating is cheating, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you really believe that?
Yes.
So, ladies, you guys are looking at cheating from your perspective, right? Now, let me ask you guys unanimously, right? I'm going to state something, and you guys tell me if you agree or disagree. In order for you guys to have sex with a man, you have to have some sort of emotional attachment to him. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
You guys, personally.
Disagree.
So you just have casual sex with random men?
Sometimes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
She belongs to the street.
we're not talking to you. Everybody else. When you have sex with a man, do you guys have to have some sort of emotional attachment to him?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Katrina, yes. Okay. Men don't. We can just have casual sex with no feelings, right? We're made up differently. So a woman has to love, admire, or respect the man in order for her to give her body to that man, right? Versus a man, we just got to be physically attracted to you. Sometimes we're not even physically attracted to you. We're just horny. And we have sex with you. And after we ejaculate, we're like, damn, why'd I fuck this
Yeah,
bitch?
that post nut clarity
Yep.
is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's how men work. So we measure loyalty by different rulers, right? Women are unloyal, men are unfaithful. Make sense? Or do you guys need me to break it down a little bit more? We'll peel a layer back. So a woman's loyalty is directly tied to her willingness to be sexually exclusive to a man, versus a man's loyalty is directly tied to his willingness to protect and provide for a woman. We might be unfaithful because we had sex with another woman, but we won't be unloyal because we're still willing to protect and provide for her. A man can love 3 women at the same time, versus a woman can only love 1 man at a time. It's in our biology. Make sense?
Yeah, I think this panel isn't loading right now.
Now they're just
Okay.
still young. They haven't heard this information before.
Yeah. Also, too, like you can have casual sex. You said,
Yes.
and how does that happen?
It just depends. Like, at least for me, like I can have sex with you if I'm attracted to you. Obviously, sex means more if you have feelings involved, or you're like you feel some sort of sentiment. But I've had like situations where I just meet someone off an app, and I go and like a one night stand. Like I feel like that's super common. Like I don't have feelings towards them.
How many sexual partners have you had?
8.
8? Makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Red flag.
It's amazing to me that you can go out there and
She
have a
belongs
one
to
night
the
stand.
street.
I wasn't always like that. Like
What turned you into that?
I guess like past situations I've been in that
Mhm.
I've
You're
I feel-
healing, right?
I'm in my healing era, of course. Yeah.
She's got a lot of
You're
healing to do
healing,
left, too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine by the time you're done
She's
healing,
healing.
right? But
Now it makes sense,
So
bro.
so by the
Yeah.
time you're done healing, right, the
Mhm.
guy that really wants to be with you is gonna have to deal with all the stuff you're doing now. Because what I've noticed about women that come on here and they say they're healing, what they mean is I'm fucking until I figure it out.
So what relationship are you healing from?
It's not a relationship. Like it's just like different situations that I've encountered that have made me feel like certain ways, and like I am healing from that, I guess. And like I just try not to like.
Damn.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Dick
know.
is medicine, bro. You didn't know that?
Dick is medicine.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. That
Yeah.
one night stand,
Mhm.
what was it about that dude that just made you say, fuck it, I'm just gonna fuck him?
I don't know. Like I just think
No,
he
you
kind of
you do know.
I just wanted to, like have sex with someone, and like I woke up, we started talking, and I don't know. He's like, you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah. So I wasn't going in thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go fuck. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go and meet him, hang out, and then if it happens, it happens, and it happened.
Nah.
And you were thinking,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fuck.
Yeah.
But
So
like,
let me
if
ask-
that
No, no,
wasn't
no,
the
no,
goal,
no, no, no,
if
no,
that
no,
wasn't-
no, 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 no.
Stop the
Think
cap.
about what he just said.
Okay.
You said I didn't have an intention of fucking, but I said whatever happens, happens.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like I wasn't like.
So-
Bro, think about that for a second. Whatever happens, happens. So when you left your door,
Mhm.
whatever happens, happens. You're already telling yourself,
yeah.
if it happens, it happens.
But that's a woman's psychology too. It's like when you're having sex with him, she's like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
No. It's like, come on, you know what I'm doing, right? You knew what you were doing when you left the house. You knew that you went over there to have sex with him. Now let me ask you this: do you think that a woman's sexual past should disqualify her from attaining the man that's going to marry her?
Say with your chest.
No.
There you go.
No. No.
Okay. Do you think that a man's financial inadequacy should disqualify him from attaining the man that he wants? The woman that he
I
wants?
was like, wait.
No.
It should be no.
No. What is it?
It's yes.
Okay. So if a man's future, right? A man's financial future is synonymous to a woman's promiscuous past, why is it okay for a woman to have multiple sexual partners and not be looked at as someone who is going to get disqualified from being married and or taken seriously in a long-term relationship?
Because I feel like your sexual
No, what do you know?
encounter. What do you mean? What do I know? Like
Yeah, you keep saying I feel. What do you know and what do you think?
I think that if the roles were reversed and the woman didn't have like a high income or had like a shitty job,
Mhm.
I feel like the same would apply to her. I feel like your sexual partners in your past don't define you as
They
much
do,
as a
though.
job. How?
What do you mean how?
Like
A woman's value in the sexual marketplace is directly tied to her purity.
so you're saying that if like a girl has a body count of like 50, that's like a red flag to you?
100%.
It's a huge red
But
flag.
like-
That's a red
A woman
flag.
with a body count of 8 is a humongous red flag.
Yeah.
A woman with a body count of more than, really, in my opinion, me personally, more than like 3, to keep it real with you.
yeah.
But it's okay for guys to like
Well, men and women
Up
are
their
different.
number?
Men and women are biologically different. Am I saying that? Look,
You lost her.
yeah, look, men and women are different biologically, right?
mhm.
I have to keep repeating this over and over again, but it's a new panel, so it's okay. Chat, forgive me. So there's a thing called oxytocin, right? Women release it when they have sex, when they give birth, and when they breastfeed their child, right? It's a hormone. It's known as the love hormone. Women, you guys release it, okay? Once again, when you breastfeed, when you give birth, and when you have sex, even when you cuddle. So when you cuddle with a man, you release oxytocin, just like dopamine, right? So for example, let's say, I don't know, I want to eat a cookie. I'll eat it. Boom, shot of dopamine, right? Let's say for the fellas, which I don't advise you guys to do. Let's say you're horny and you watch porn. You beat your dick. Boom, shot of dopamine.
Yep.
Don't watch porn. Don't masturbate.
Yeah, I don't watch porn.
Okay. Now, oxytocin begins to lower the more sexual partners you have. After 5 sexual partners, your ability to be in a long-term relationship, 10 or more years at your virgin, drops from 80% to 20%. Why? Because you stop producing oxytocin. So the more sexual partners you have, the less oxytocin you produce. Versus when you're a virgin, or 1 body, 2 body, maybe 3 or 4, let's just say 5. You still have the ability to pair bond with your partner. At this point, you're probably more than likely gonna lose the ability to pair bond with a man, right? Because of your choice in sexual partners. That's the danger. Versus a man, although we do lose the ability to pair bond, but it takes way more sexual partners, sometimes 30, 40, 50, depending on the man. So your 8 compared to my 30 or 40 or 50 sexual partners doesn't compare, because I can still pair bond with a woman. I can still fall in love with a woman.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you might feel like you love them, but you might have a situation where it triggers your subconscious and you're like, damn, I'm going to have sex with them.
You really didn't know that?
No,
Did you know that it's wrong to just have like one night stands though?
I don't think it's wrong.
You don't think it's wrong?
And you were raised with your father and your mother?
Yes.
Damn.
You know, it says a lot about your father.
Yeah,
right?
big
It
time.
says so much about your father.
Is he overweight, your father?
No.
Oh. Is he balding?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Where are you from?
My mom's Nicaraguan. My dad's Colombian.
Colombians. Makes
Shout out
sense.
to the Colombians, man.
Yeah. Scarface.
You know what though? You know what though? I'm a father and I have a daughter,
Mhm.
and she's 8. And if my daughter was going around having one night stands, I would feel so disappointed. I'm talking about like I love my daughter. She's the most important thing to me in the world, and I have a son too.
Yeah.
And I still say that about my daughter. That's how much I love my daughter. If my daughter came to me and said, "Hey, Dad, I just had a one night stand with this guy because I thought he was cute," man, that shit would break my fucking heart. And I know that my daughter, even if she had the urge to do it the way you have the urge to do it, she wouldn't do it because she would say, "I don't want to let my father down."
Mm-hmm.
I love my dad. My dad loves me so much. I can't let my father down. And even if she went ahead and did it and never told me, her conscience would know, yo, I did this shit behind my father's back. And he would disown me if he knew this shit. Like I would say your father really failed you.
Big time.
Big time.
Damn.
That's
And
why
you said you were traditional. That's not traditional at all. You
Yeah.
having one night stands is not traditional at all. You having 8 bodies is not traditional at all.
Mm-hmm.
At all.
I don't think my dad failed me. I would
I'm
never
telling-
tell him about that. Like I didn't go into that like saying, "Oh my god, like my dad's gonna be so disappointed." Like I didn't go in.
But then
thinking
that's
that.
why your dad failed
Yeah.
you.
Then you don't respect your father.
I do respect my dad.
No, you
Obviously,
don't.
you don't, because when you were having these one night stands, you were like, "Damn, what would my father think
Yeah.
if he knew this? What will my father think if I got pregnant by this random guy that I met on this online dating site?"
I get your point, but like I disagree.
Yeah, of course
You might disagree, not accept it, or not
Yeah.
believe it, but that's the reality, young
Yeah,
lady.
you disagree because it doesn't benefit you to agree,
Yeah.
right? Like
Now, my bad,
Go ahead.
my bad. But you being her friend, you're her friend, right?
Correct.
Would you guys consider each other best friends, like BFF besties?
Yeah. I would
Okay.
say that.
How many sexual partners have you had?
I've had 10.
Yeah. You guys don't hold each other accountable? Like, nah, girl, don't do that.
We do. She's
Obviously
definitely
you
the
don't.
harder head.
Mm.
She's definitely somebody that has a harder head. We would have discussion about that,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's life.
Do we got any super chats?
yeah,
No?
we have some super chats. I don't want to
Okay.
get to them in a second
Okay.
too,
You
man.
want to play the game?
I want to ask you a question because you said this because this was actually a question I was going to ask the panel. But
Mhm.
do you think a healthy, loving relationship can come from a one night stand?
No.
So what do you win? Give me one benefit of having a one night stand with a guy.
You have sex.
That's it.
Yeah. Like it's purely just for that. Like
Okay, now give me 2 things that you lose from having a one night stand with a random guy.
what you lose.
Uh-huh.
You lose time because you're wasting your time.
Uh-huh.
You're never gonna see them again.
Okay.
Maybe you lose a little respect because in the moment, yeah,
Not
like
a little respect. You lose a
Okay.
lot of respect. You lose a lot of respect if you're gonna try to say I've had one night stands, and even me as a guy that I feel like that woman lost, even I feel like I lost respect for myself. And I'm a guy. So I can only imagine how the women felt. Does that make sense? You didn't lose a little respect, you lost a lot of respect. I'm pretty sure you think about that shit all the time. Would you
Not
do it?
really,
Would you do
like-
it again? Would you do it again?
Well, that was my first
No,
one night
would you
stand.
do it
like,
again as a question?
Yeah.
You would do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you really don't see anything wrong with it.
I really don't. Like
Okay.
I am
Okay,
hearing you guys
okay,
like
but then you can't sit here and ask for a traditional guy because traditional guys don't want that. As a matter of fact, I would say that you could be the best woman in the world, and if your guy found out that you were out here having one night stands, he'd be disgusted with you.
well, that's what you guys think. Like I think differently. Like I don't
But it doesn't matter what
Maybe
the fuck
I'm
you
not
think because you're
traditional.
trying to date a man, not yourself,
yes.
right? So like I went to prison, and when I came out of prison, I had a fucking record, and I couldn't sit here and go to jobs and say I don't care what you think. I'm a good guy.
Damn.
It doesn't matter. Right? They look at your history. A woman's past is a huge indicator for her future actions. So if you're having one night stands, it's like he said yesterday, yo, you might be with your boyfriend for 5 years and you see this cute ass dude over there. Damn, he's cute.
Damn.
I'd fuck him right now. Like that's just the way that it is.
Basically, it opens up the portal to different possibilities, right? So a woman's past is synonymous to a man's future. That's why I asked you: should a man's financial inadequacy determine whether or not he's disqualified from attracting the woman that he wants to be with for marriage. And should a woman's sexual past or sexual history disqualify her from her ability to attract the man that she's going to be with for marriage? You said no for the woman and yes for the man. A man's financial future is the same as a woman's promiscuous past because we're men and women. Attraction isn't symmetrical, right? We're attracted to different things. Our biology is different, right? The things that women look for in men don't look for in women. We look for different things. So, for example, when he's telling you that you having 8 bodies is a sign of lack of respect for not only yourself, but your father, it's also lack of respect for the man that you plan to be with in the future. Because if he's the strong, masculine man, the traditional man that you desire, if you were to tell him, I've had 8 sexual partners, him being masculine and traditional would go out the window if he was willing to accept that. Makes sense?
Yes, I hear you. But I also feel like if someone judges me off of like my body count, they're not for me. Like I really don't think a body count's that big of a deal. Like
But it's amazing though, because you're talking to men here, and I don't know. Do you agree with us?
No, I agree. 100%.
Do you agree with us?
I agree with you.
You're talking to men here, and we're telling you what we think.
I appreciate it because
And
I don't really get like guys' perspectives on things like this. So
Because
like,
they want to fuck you for one night.
I appreciate like you guys like opening up and speaking on this.
Yeah, we'll tell you
and
what you want to
being-
hear just so we can hit.
I get that.
Has your friend ever told you what we told you?
There's been times that she's been really, really hard on me, but not that hard. Like she's not like.
But I have.
But you have like.
I have told you flat out like don't do it.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. So
All
then,
right.
so then, I would consider her a good friend.
She's a
but
wonderful
but
friend.
here's the thing. I would consider her a good friend and not a great friend because a great friend would say, I can't be a part of that, and I can't have you be my friend if you're gonna be a part of that. Like if my boy here wanted to fucking do crack cocaine, yo Hector, I fuck with you, bro, but I can't be a part of that.
Bro, we did crack
Right?
yesterday, bro.
Nah.
What are you talking about? We
But
smoked crack yesterday.
I
After
wouldn't
the show.
I wouldn't be able to do that with him because I would say, hey, listen, I like you represent me as well now, right? Like you're an extension of me now. Like you're my brother, you're my boy. So like if we go out somewhere and they're like, yo, Eric's cool, but I saw Hector doing crack cocaine in the back of the building. That's a reflection of me
Can
too.
you imagine that, bro?
Yeah.
Red flag.
You see what I'm saying? So like you might be a good friend, but like yo, be a great friend.
So
And
to be a great friend, would you not be friends with her?
absolutely.
Why?
Yeah, because
It's
why?
like this. If Eric is gonna break into a house, right? He says, bro, because for example, the neighborhoods that we come from, right? The Black and Latino man and woman, the neighborhoods we come from, we associate loyalty with how willing I am to do some stupid shit with you, typically crime. So if Eric's gonna go break into that house, normally, right? Not him, but in general, let's say a guy's gonna break into a house and they're like, yo, come with me, bro. Come with me, G. Oh, but you soft, bro. You soft. Me, I'm gonna have the urge to be like, nah, I'm not soft. I'm loyal to my brothers. I'm loyal to the gang, right? To the neighborhood. I'm gonna go break into that crib with them because I'm associating that with loyalty. When in reality, loyalty, true friendship would be like, you know what, bro? I'm not gonna go into that fucking house and break in. And if you go, I'm no longer your friend.
Yeah.
That's true loyalty.
Yeah.
You know?
True loyalty is I'm not gonna let you do that. And if you do that, fine, cool. But I don't want to be friends.
I don't
with
want to
you.
associate myself with you. We
That's
got to
it.
hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
You know?
And yeah, okay. Anyways, moving on. Let's go ahead and power with my man
Super
Basil real quick.
Basil said, all of y'all fathers failed y'all. Y'all are overweight, hoes, same sex, colored hair, etc. Y'all are fuckable and not respectable. Ladies, out of all the girls on the panel, who sounds like the biggest hoe? We'll start with you.
Who sounds like one?
Yeah.
Just off of things?
Off
Oh,
of what they've heard, off of what you've heard.
I feel like you and me have spoken the most. No one else has really said anything.
Okay, just pick
Okay.
one.
I guess we'll pick you, Cam.
Her?
So
Okay.
We're in the same
What
boat.
about you? Who?
I mean, no one else has said nothing.
They're the only ones that like.
Yeah, nobody else has really shared anything.
Okay.
So
Why don't you do me a
Everybody's
favor?
talked.
Yeah.
Everybody has talked.
Just off what you know, ladies. Please pick one. Go ahead.
Okay, either one of those two.
Okay.
Okay.
Just pick one. Her. or
Oh.
her?
You won't hurt our feelings. It's okay.
Her. Okay. Even though she's the one that's having one night stands.
I mean, but like they okay.
I had one.
Okay.
I had one.
Fair. Okay.
Let me make that
And
clear.
here's another thing too. If one night stands were so bad, why do you only have one?
Because
Why-
it was super recent. Like it's something I tried. Like it was recent.
Are
Like
you
I
gonna
don't
have
do
any
this
more?
often. I don't know. Like it's
not like- it's not
situational.
planned.
Like
What about the other 7 though?
the other 7 were people I was talking to like consistently. Like we were going on dates. Like it wasn't like Like I'm not that big of a whore. Like
Yes, see, here's the thing: you don't fucking get to decide that now.
Yeah.
so they do.
No, we do as a society.
Go
we get to
ahead.
decide that.
Go
now,
ahead,
right?
call me a whore.
So it's just amazing though, because
YouTube.
you sit here and say that like, one night stands don't matter, and then we sit here and tell you yes they do because men we're disgusted by it. Oh well, that's your opinion, and I'm
It's
like,
not an opinion. It's
a
in our
fact.
biology. That's how we're hardwired. We're hardwired to be disgusted at women with promiscuous past. The same way you're hardwired to be disgusted at a man who can't protect or provide for you.
Mhm.
It's in you.
Yeah.
You see a broke man, it's like, oh, he broke. I mean, we were talking about TLC earlier. Come on, I don't want no scrub.
Yeah.
A scrub is a guy who can't get no
and
love from
and,
me.
and,
I mean,
yo, listen, and then on top of that, you get to say you can't judge me. It's incredible,
I didn't say that.
Well, you just said that. You said you don't get to judge us. I said we do get to judge you. As a society, we get to judge you. As men, we get to judge you and say, "Oh, nah, fuck no, I'm not dating her. She had a one night stand. She has 8 bodies."
It is what it is.
It is
Damn.
what it is.
the destruction of the black and Latino.
Yeah, it's fucked up,
Amazing.
man. It's fucked up. Listen, man, it's fucked up.
So
What about
said-
you?
Yeah.
Oh, what do I think is the biggest
Yes,
villain?
out of the ladies on the table,
Her?
her right here. Okay,
Yeah.
is it the pink hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the pink hair. Okay.
What about
You know
you?
what? Let's let the gentleman answer this one too. Which one?
I said the one on the left. She said she had 10.
Oh, 10 bodies?
Yeah.
She probably got some one night stands too, man. Holy shit.
Actually, no.
No? Birds of a feather, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're 24, so like typically, like
I feel like it definitely depends on your upbringing, and kudos to you for not doing it. But again, at the same time, like when you're just trying to figure things out, you're just trying to figure things out, and that's fine if you choose not to do that. And if you do choose to do it, that's a choice that you decide to make, and you gotta
No,
live with it.
no, don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Why?
You
because
just
there
said
might be
you,
young
yo,
ladies
come on,
watching
man.
who
You
might,
just said you
know.
held her accountable, but now you're sitting here saying, "Oh, if you choose to do that, that's your choice." No, that's called a gray area right there.
I can't take away what has already been done if those have done it. That's all I'm saying when I say that.
But I'm saying that like you either condone it or you coach it.
Yeah, because you're saying, like you said, if you don't do it, kudos to you.
Yeah.
But if you do, it is what it is.
Right.
Like, no, you can't. If you truly feel some type of way about it, like you're like, you know what I did wasn't right.
Mhm.
I lacked guidance, right? I lacked perhaps love from my father
Mhm.
to coach me through these kinds of situations, love from my mother to coach me through these kinds of situations. Let me let the young ladies who could be listening to me, who might look
Yeah.
up to me, who look like me, who share my reflection, hey, don't go down this path. For example, he speaks about his experience going to prison, 4 years, right? Young, 17 years old when he went, grew up in the system. He doesn't say, yo, look, bro, if you don't commit crime, kudos to you. But if you do, hey, it is what it is. Like, no, he's like, yo, bro, don't fucking break into cars. Don't do stupid shit. Don't stick people up. I say the same shit. I'm transparent in that regard, right? Because I don't want people to go down the same path that I went, right? So the young guys, maybe there's a young brown boy out there, a young black boy out there who looks at me and says, you know what? Hector, I like how Hector dresses. I like how he talks. I like how he carries himself. I would want to be similar to him or like him when I grow up.
Yeah.
Or when I'm his age. One day I might want to do what he does. I'm not going to allow my feelings of my past, right, dictate how he receives my message. I'm
Yeah.
going to tell him straight up, hey, look, what I did was wrong, right? Don't go down the same path because you can avoid it, especially if you're still young. You don't need to break into that car. You don't need to stick that person up. You don't need to rob that person. You can skip all of that. And you can start focusing on yourself, becoming the ultimate version of yourself. Like, it's all responsibilities. You guys are the oldest ladies here on this panel. Everybody else is 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
You guys have a responsibility, right? Where are you from? What are you?
Israeli and American.
Okay. Black woman, you're
Trinidadian.
Trinidadian? What
Puerto
black
Rican.
woman? Puerto Rican, black woman, white woman,
Peruvian Canadian mix.
Peruvian?
Peruvian and Canadian mix.
Okay, so you're Colombian. You're a black woman, right? Your father's black man.
Correct.
Okay, so you guys have a responsibility to the young black and Latina women out here.
Yeah, you do.
To get, to show them a different way. If you guys went through that, you guys made those mistakes. It's irresponsible on your behalf to say, well, you didn't do that, so kudos to you.
Yeah,
I did it, but it is what it is. It's like, nah, we can't be vague like that. We got to be like, look, I did that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel good about it, or even justifying it. Like, that's even worse.
Yeah.
But moving on. So you said what was the question again? We were talking about
the
oh yeah,
biggest,
who looks like the biggest hoe
on the table to you? Who do you think it is?
One
of the two girls at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, is it fair to say everybody's gonna say one of the girls at the end?
100%.
Okay. What about you, bro? What do you think it is? Into the mic, please. You gotta move in.
I would say the one with a body.
Yeah, A bodies. Yeah. Listen, man. We don't come on here to try to trash talk you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not picking on you guys.
I'm just gonna be honest though. It's like I've never told any guy like, yo, go to jail, go to prison. I wouldn't want that even on my enemy. That shit fucks you up in there, you know. And you're still young, so you may not see how this is destroying you. But this is why women shouldn't be in a position of leadership. You guys suck, right? You guys suck. Like, look at you, bro. You're young. You're having one night stands. You have 8 bodies, and you're sitting here saying there's nothing wrong with it. There's some young lady out there that's probably gonna watch this shit. We have thousands of viewers now, and then she, oh well, you know, what's your name? Camila. Camilla said a one night stand wasn't a bad thing. She said she had fun.
I'm gonna go do it.
I'm gonna go do that.
And she
shit.
might not be 18. The girl that's listening to you, she's gonna be 14, 15, and right now they're sexualizing children.
Damn,
crazy.
This is unfiltered, so I'm being unfiltered. Like,
sure,
if they're underage and they choose to do something, like that's on them. Like,
No,
why are they watching?
Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Let me stop you there because you're a 24-year-old woman. You're grown as fuck, and you're saying that if a child chooses to watch this shit, it's on them. Okay, but that's why as men and women, it's our responsibility to make sure that we conduct ourselves worthy of an example for the youth. That's what it is. It's not about why are they watching. There's many children out there that are growing up without their father or their mother, and they don't have the proper guidance. And we're the only ones that are able to guide them. We live in an age of technology where we can say whatever we want, and it's our responsibility to say the right thing. So it's your responsibility what comes out your mouth. Sure, we are unfiltered, but the way that you're sharing your experiences is as if there's nothing wrong with experiencing one night stand as a lady, as a woman. When you got young women out there that look like you, that might be unguided by their mother or their father, who probably are tuning into this, and they're like, you know what? Camila looks like me. She has black hair like me. Matter of fact, I'm Colombian like she is. Maybe one night stands aren't that bad. It's our responsibility. You sound like these rappers, these singers who are like, well, take better care of their kids. And at the same time, they won't allow their kids to listen to their own music.
Yeah.
That's why it's disgusting. It's our responsibility, especially the neighborhoods that we come from. There's a direct attack on the Black and Latino man, woman, and child, and we're being destroyed because of our own lack of accountability. So yes, it is your responsibility to watch what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
But on a lighter note,
I mean, bro, listen, I used to be a kid. I remember sometimes I'd tune into Adult Swim. I would walk by a room and someone was watching Adult Swim. Do you guys know what Adult Swim is?
Yeah.
And I'd see some shit that I wasn't supposed to see as a young kid. And that would open up my mind to other shit. And I'm like, yo, what is that? What they mean by that shit? Like, what is Adult Swim? I want to check into this shit. Before you know it, I'm a fucking 12-year-old looking at porn. Like, you see how that fucks your mind up?
Damn.
And it's fucked up because women will sit here and say, you know, feminism and we empower women, but it's like, you guys don't even take care of each other for real. Like that shit where you're like, oh, you shouldn't do that, girl. No, you shouldn't do that. If you do that, I'm not your friend anymore. Cool, because guess what? She might say, I'm going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it anyways. But then one day she'll be like, yo, I lost a friend over this shit. Not only do I feel disgusted with myself, I let a dude come and fuck me. I just met him. He nutted inside of me, and I lost a good friend over that shit.
Damn.
So you might be the reason why she never does that shit again. But y'all don't think like that, bro. Listen, men hold each other accountable. I'll hold the man that I see at the fucking gas station. Never seen him before. I'll hold him accountable. If he does something wrong, I'll just be like, yo, bro, you shouldn't do that. Yo, bro, you shouldn't be vaping. Yo, bro, yo. If you care about yourself, don't do that. Cool. Whatever he does after that, cool. But I'm out of his life. But at least I'll say, yo, fuck it, bro. You shouldn't do that, bro. You shouldn't do. Yo, I've said this to mothers that yell at their kids in public.
I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit, bro.
Like that shit
yo, why are you yelling at your fucking 2-year-old? You're a grown ass fucking woman, bro. You're a grown ass man. That's a 2-year-old. You're yelling at a 2-year-old. What the fuck did this do? This 2-year-old is so smart. He fucking angered you to the point where you're yelling at him in public. Come on, man. Let's go ahead and read this super chat real quick, man. Shout out to my boy Vic the Rican, man.
Victor Rican said, the tale of the forbidden fruit at Eden means there are things you don't need to know firsthand, lest you contaminate it with knowledge. I agree. Appreciate that, Victor Rican.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm Rican too, brother.
Yeah,
Much
Steven,
love.
Steven, you want to bring up though what I just sent you?
Yeah. Bring it up real quick, and then we'll do, guys. We are gonna get to the rest of the super chats, man.
We'll get to
Shout
the
out
rest
to
of
you
the
guys, man.
super
We
chats,
appreciate
but we're
you
gonna
guys.
play a game real quick.
Yeah.
I got it
to
up.
lighten up the mood. You got it up?
Yeah, let's do
So
it.
we're gonna play a game real quick. Okay, you guys. So this is a game that we like to call "You Can't Be That Stupid."
Stupid.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you 5th grade level questions to see how smart you really are. Okay. And if you answer incorrectly, we're gonna ask you, "You can't be that stupid." So first question, we'll go around in a circle. Let me cover it up because I got you. I don't want you to see the answers. Okay, first question, and we'll go around in a circle. What is the chemical formula for water? We'll start with you.
Hydrogen and oxygen.
Okay, what do you think?
H2O.
Okay,
H2O.
Okay, what about you, Katrina?
H2O.
H2O.
Tiana?
H2O.
Okay.
H2O.
Oh, I thought it was hydrogen. Yep, it's H2O. So she got it right. Okay, let's see. What is the distance around a circle called? We'll start with you, Camila. The distance around a circle. What is that called?
The circumference.
Okay, what do you think?
Circumference.
Okay.
Circumference.
Okay.
Circumference.
Circumference unanimously correct. It is circumference. Let me go to a harder 5th grade question. Let's see.
Me too.
Okay, for my feminist women on the panel, who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic?
That's Amelia Earhart.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I didn't know, so I'm gonna just skip it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna copy.
Amelia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amelia.
Amelia?
Okay, you guys are wrong. It was Snoop
It's
Dogg.
not. Oh no.
It's Amelia.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg did everything. And chat, you guys can participate too. Okay, what is the study of weather called? We'll start with Katrina.
Meteorology.
Okay.
Meteorology.
Shit, since they said it, I didn't know that.
It might be wrong. You never know. What do you think? The study of weather. What is it called?
Meteorology does not sound right. I don't even know.
That's the study of meteors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think? What's your name again, Miss?
Amber.
Amber.
Sorry.
What do you think?
Meteorology.
Okay. Camila?
Meteorology.
I don't know.
You don't know? What's your name again?
Michaela.
Michaela.
Meteorology.
Meteorology?
Meteorology.
I would just say meteorology.
Meteorology. Yeah, it is meteorology. It's not the study of meteors. Okay, this one's a good one. What is the largest organ on the human body?
Yo,
Let's start off with her. She
Yeah.
knows everything.
Me? Large intestine, right?
Okay.
Fuck it, large intestine.
Uh-huh. What do you think?
Sure, large intestine.
Uh-huh.
Why are we?
Yeah, there's a monkey see, monkey do.
Large.
Okay.
Is it the skin?
Okay.
Oh. Catch his answer?
What is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the skin.
Skin.
It's skin.
Skin. It's skin. So can I get 4 stupids?
Stupid.
There we go.
Stupid. Stupid.
Okay.
Stupid.
Okay.
That's crazy.
How many stripes are on the United States flag?
13.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be correct. 13.
Uh-huh.
13.
13?
13. Yeah.
13? Okay, yeah. Okay. No stupids this time. What is the largest bird on earth?
Condor.
Okay.
American condor.
Okay.
Doodoo bird.
Okay.
What she said, I don't know.
Condor. Shit, I think you meant to say dodo bird.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What is it that you said?
They're extinct though, so
American
that doesn't
condor.
count. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah,
The biggest bird on earth.
the eagle.
Okay.
I was gonna say emu or ostrich.
Okay.
I was gonna say ostrich.
Okay.
Ostrich?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ostrich.
Ostrich.
Okay. Condor. The condor is about this big.
Its wingspan is 6
It
feet.
is the ostrich.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you call a scientist who studies rocks and minerals? Not a meteorologist.
I know.
Or an ornithologist. It's not that either. A rockologist. It's not that
Geologist?
either.
Geologist.
Geologist?
Oh yeah.
The geologist.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is geologist. Let's see. We'll do let me see. Okay, who invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who else? It was quick for that one. Who else?
I'm gonna say Alexander too. Yeah.
He said no. Say his full name.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Okay. If you don't say his full name, it doesn't count. Alexander the Great.
Yeah, Alexander.
Okay.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Okay.
Y'all just
Okay.
copying what
They're
everyone else
just
says, bro.
copy and paste. That's what they're doing. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. And that was Are You Smart? You Can't Be That Stupid.
Shout out to the ladies, man. And we actually expect like a lot of people not to get it, but you
Yeah.
guys actually just graduated.
They
from high
just
school.
graduated.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Romeo Santos, but it's
Yeah.
not him. Yeah.
Real quick, let's go to power my man Dr. Kish real quick. Man. Go ahead.
Okay, Dr. Kish. He said, as a young brown boy, I almost went to jail, but Hector told me to be a doctor instead. As said before, girls lie to each other and give terrible advice, then pass that nonsense to the young ones. No responsibility at all. Dr. Kish, I appreciate you taking my advice and going to be a doctor instead.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man. And let's go to get Nelly Nell super chat on here for me,
Nell.
please.
Nelly Nelson, here we go again, Eric. I've been in the top 10% status of men, and most of my friends are. I used to live with pro athletes, and the wives know what happens on that road, and most of them stay married.
Amazing.
Shouts out Nelly Nell.
Shout out to Nelly Nell. And listen, yeah, those women understand that they have the top tier
Mhm.
men. Like, why am I gonna leave? Why would I leave
Yeah.
a dude who's a multimillionaire I'm taking care of? He slept with a girl on a away game. I'm taking care of. I got the ring. I got the name. I got the title. I got the family. Oh, he cheated on me. Oh my God. Like, don't get me wrong. We're not saying that they should cheat. What I'm saying is what? So what? You're gonna leave? You're gonna be a single mother now in the dating market and go date a guy that's broke and it's still gonna cheat on you?
Yeah, because your standards are so high now because you were able to attract that level of man, right? He's up here and the majority of men are down here. You know, that's why you have these terms, the 1% man, the 10% man, right? Because they're only 10% of men.
Yeah.
So out of 100 men, 1 or 10 of them, you know, and they're having sex with the majority of women.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and put my boy Tim super chat on here. Go ahead and power him up too, man.
Tim said they always say they can, but at the same time complain that they want a man to still abide by his gender roles to provide everything for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, I understand that this is a younger panel and we don't know who's coming on here, what age you guys are. We don't know what, experiences you guys come with. But when you guys come on here, we do try to give you guys the truth, very unfiltered. So hopefully, when you guys leave here, you can say, you know what, I might have learned something today. And for the people that don't, then that's cool. Just wait. I'm telling you, how old are you?
24.
24. Oh, trust me, man. Trust me,
10
man.
years, 5 maybe.
Yeah. I'm talking about prime. Anytime you hit 30, right? Anytime you hit 30 as a woman, you're embarrassed to say your age for some reason. It's crazy because I'm in my 30s. I don't give a fuck. Because my age doesn't really affect me in the dating market. Actually, it helps me out a lot.
Yeah. Al Pacino's 23 and he got a 29-year-old woman pregnant.
How old is he?
83.
83. And he got a 29-year-old woman pregnant.
Damn.
And by the way, we don't recommend that because he's paying $30,000 a month now. For that shit.
Motherfucking month.
Yeah. But what I'm
Shouts
saying,
out.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Shouts out Al Pacino.
but what I'm saying is for men at our age doesn't really affect us. All we have
Yeah.
to do is have money, right? And have some type of status.
Men
good reputation.
Yeah, men become more attractive the more they age.
Yep. Like
You ever
wine.
notice? Yeah, like wine. We age like wine. Women age like milk. So you ever notice how like you see that one guy, that one older man who's like still in shape, dresses really nice with the salt and pepper beard, and you're like, oh, he look good. Like that's what it is. Like you guys are like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's that figure.
Yeah.
Men don't reach their peak until they're about 35.
Yeah.
You know, that's when they reach their financial peak. 35, 45. You know.
And you guys at 30, you're leftovers now.
Yeah.
Leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't agree with me?
Very rare.
And
This just sounded crazy. My
Well,
bad.
why does it sound crazy? It's reality. Like in my 18, when I was 18, first of all, when I was 18, I was going to jail. But when I came out, I was still considered garbage in the dating market. Nobody wanted to date me. I was broke. Okay, cool. I look good, but so what? I was broke. Like a woman would take a fat rich dude over a broke handsome guy.
Yeah. He'll cheat on the fat rich dude with the handsome guy, but she'll never take him seriously. You know, she'll like, oh no, we can't, because let's say, right? She's a woman, 24 years old, right? You got Tito, and then you got Roberto, right? Roberto, he's 38, 43 years old. He's got a nice house, car. He's got money. He's getting paid. She's going to go with the bag. Yo, he can buy me everything, right? Tito look good, though. Tito, he like 5'11", 6'1". He muscular. He tan, you know, nice haircut, fade. You know, he dressed really nice. And he's the gardener. He's the pool boy, right? He fucking comes and mows the lawn. She's at home. She's a stay-at-home wife. She's a stay-at-home wife. She's going to be attracted to him. Yeah. Right? Because he's muscular. He's young. He looks good. Handsome guy. Chiseled chin. Right? Nice haircut. Roberto is fucking old. Yeah. He don't fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? He might fuck her once. She's young. She's like 24 years old, 23 years old. She's going to go with Tito. She's going to fuck him. Tito fall in love. Oh, baby. Like, come with me. Like, let's run away together. She's going to say, no way. Yeah. No way. No way. I'm not leaving this nice house, this nice car, this security. Yeah. And she might even love him, but she feels the safetiness of that security. Damn. You know? Yeah.
Situational.
Not everything is Troy.
But I see your point, but situational.
You know, it's not.
Because I mean,
it's very rare.
You can't. But that's what I'm saying. It's still situational, even if it was 0.0.
Point that mic towards your mouth.
Yeah, but you're arguing. You're arguing.
Like point it down. Point the mic down, like towards your mouth. Yeah. Go ahead.
There you go. You're arguing the exception. You're arguing the exception.
I said I hear you, but I'm saying at the same time it's situational, so you can't like use that as like generalization.
No, but we can. Generally, a woman is going to go towards a man that can protect, provide, offer security and safety, versus a man that can just offer her good sex. When she's young, she'll fuck her youth up with a young guy, sure, right? But when she starts hitting 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, she's going to start moving towards more so the guy that can protect, provide, and offer safety and security. Because the 30-year-old, the 31-year-old that can do that isn't looking at her. Yeah. He's looking at the younger woman.
Dr. Kish said something beautiful one day. He said, life is fair in the end, right? Because women, you guys have the power of sex. Everybody wants sex, and you guys have the key, right? And so you think you're in a position of power. Oh, I can have him if I want to. I can have him. I could sleep with him tonight. One night stand if I want to. But then as soon as you get fucked, you realize, oh, shit, he has the power. Because men decide whether they want to be in relationships with you or not. And that's what society's telling you. Go ahead, go be empowered. Fuck whoever the fuck you want. Eventually, some guy would take you, but no, they won't. And then you're double, because you're like a double whammy. Have you ever seen that show, Double Whammy?
No.
It's like a whammy, and then there's a double whammy. Pop. Like you get fucked twice. You're into women. Like you got to get that fixed up right. You know, go see a specialist or something about that, man. No, seriously. That's not okay. Like if a guy came in, bro, if you came in here, you were like, yo, I love men. I love men. I would look at you as a man and I would tell you, yo, bro, something ain't right with you, bro.
Man, shut that soft ass shit
Something
up.
ain't right with you, bro. Like
that soft ass shit up, man.
You're not supposed to like men.
Studio, man.
Yeah, I would see, because she's a woman. I won't tell her to do that. But if you were a dude, yeah, I'll tell you to get the fuck out the studio, bro. Yeah. Because it's something weird about that. I won't tell you to get the fuck out. But you get what I'm trying to say? It's something weird with that shit, man.
Right, yo, who invited this motherfucker, bro? You invited him, bro?
Nah.
yo, is he in the panel?
That's
bro?
how bad it would be that we would get mad at the person that invited you,
right?
Yeah. Let me say something. So I have a daughter and I have a son, right? And you know, I've been asked this question before on this panel. Oh, if your son was gay, would you disown him? Absolutely fucking right. Fuck yeah.
Damn.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like I didn't fucking do all that shit I did and bust my ass off so you can grow up to fucking date men and marry. What? Same thing with my daughter.
Yeah.
And I love my daughter. My daughter's my heart. My daughter came up to me on some stupid shit. Oh, but daddy, but I really like women. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck you talking about? Where did we go wrong?
Yeah. And they're doing it to children, bro. They're doing it to children. We spoke about it on
look at the Buzz Lightyear movie.
We spoke about it on the Just Pearly show.
We
Yeah.
got the video. We can. You guys want to bring up the video?
Yeah, put it up,
bring it
bro.
up real quick,
Yeah,
bro.
put it up, bro. Yeah, we were on the Just Partly things thing, and we were talking about
yeah. Oh yeah, let's
Buzz
go,
Lightyear. Yeah,
we're gonna go into the reaction. Let's do that one first, bro.
Okay.
This is what they're teaching our children. That's why I pulled my children out of public school, and they are getting homeschooled. So fellas who are in the chat who have children, look into Monarch Christian Academy. It's a online homeschool program. Go ahead and press play for me, brother, please.
Outside is only part of the story. What? Stay with me, gang. This is important. Hi, little one. Your sex refers to your physical body parts, remember? But there is also something called gender, which is how you feel inside your body and who you know yourself to be. And your gender, how you feel on the inside, doesn't always match the sex you were called when you were born.
Pause.
Okay.
You ever notice that, like, bro, this is disgusting, man. She's talking to a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She's talking to a baby, bro. Like, babies, bro. What the fuck? Like, my daughter's 8. She don't even know what the fuck she want to eat. Imagine her coming at me talking about, like, oh, you feel like I'm a boy. What the fuck? That's just weird, bro. Go ahead and play it, bro. Fair use.
Let's say you were born with a penis and you feel
Oh,
like
God.
a boy inside. In that case, your sex and your gender match.
Well, what if you were born with a penis and you know you're a girl inside, not a boy?
Then your sex and your gender don't match.
Wait, what does know you're a girl inside mean anyway? Does that mean you have to love pink things and princesses?
Nope. Sometimes people refer to things as girl things and boy things, but this is just how people sometimes classify things, usually to make it easier to sell stuff to kids and their parents.
Hi, baby. Are you?
I think it started over, but
they said this was 4th graders in Wisconsin.
Fourth grader, yeah. The school districts are assigned to watch this.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. And you know what's crazy? All of you guys probably see nothing wrong with that shit.
Who disagrees?
No,
like-
that's hella wrong.
Well, I would expect the men to disagree
I
here,
feel
but I'm
like-
saying the women. Well, you date women.
Well,
How the
well,
fuck do you disagree?
really?
I feel like you shouldn't put, like, for me, like, nobody had to put anything in my ear or whisper in my ear. I feel like that's not something you should project on somebody. I feel like it's just supposed to just, if it happens, like, and that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I feel like you shouldn't try to target, because I feel like youth, obviously, it's easier for their minds, like, depending on what
believe
they
in
hear and
God?
see. I do believe that there's a God, yeah.
Mm.
I grew up in a Christian household.
Okay, so you grew up Christian. You believe that there is a God.
Yeah.
Do you think God makes mistakes?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
And that's why
you were created a woman, correct?
yeah, I don't
Okay.
think I'm
So-
a boy. I don't
so-
want to be a boy.
Okay. So don't you think that in the Bible it says that men and women should be together? Like, it's actually a sin if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it's an abomination, which is worse than a sin.
See, I didn't even know that.
You can't really say that though, because they say that all sins are created equal.
No, there's
Yeah,
difference.
but it is though. You
It's
can't go
not.
against the Bible if you're going to use it.
I'm not going against the Bible. I'm telling
There's
you
no
exactly
sin
what the
greater than
Bible
other-
says.
any
Yeah,
other
but
sin.
abomination is different from a sin. It's a greater sin. For example, homosexuality, bestiality, those are abominations. It clearly says it. Let's look at. Well, we're not going to get into that. But look, the point is, it's like, sure, right?
But I'm saying I disagree with the. We're talking about the video, right?
Yeah, you disagree with the video. Cool. Yeah, no,
Okay, yeah.
that's fine. You disagree with it, but this is the thing. There's a lot of people that don't. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are pushing it. You said that, you didn't see it when you were a child. Just identifying as this, right? Correct? Okay, well, there's a lot of people who are pushing it to children, right? And they're brainwashing children into thinking, hey, I'm wrong for not feeling this way. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
And
that's why.
and I'm actually glad that you guys disagree.
Yeah.
Because some men are so pussy that they
Mhm.
do agree with that, right?
Yeah.
That they're like, oh well, you know what? Let's I mean, it's not with me, you
Yeah,
know. Like as long as you keep it away from me, like
Right.
nah. It's like nah, bro. Like let's keep it real. Like it it matters. It matters. It like for example in the court of law, like guilty by association. Just because you don't. Like you gotta either say yes or no. Like that black area shit, that shit's weak shit. Like I mean, gray area, that's weak shit. Like real men, you gotta yes or no. Do you agree or disagree? Right. So everybody agree, disagree. Who raise your hand? Agree. Raise your hand high. Not too high because it strokes my ego and I don't like it. But who disagrees? Who agrees? Who agrees with the
They don't
video?
agree or
No one?
disagree. They're in a gray area.
Everybody disagrees.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Let's go watch the other one, bro, please.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah. I'm scared for my daughter's generation,
And
bro.
this is what happens when you.
Wait, is that a kid?
that a-
That's a little-
Oh shit!
That's a little black boy in a dress.
Oh, hold on, pause this, bro. This shit don't feel right. This shit don't feel right. Like just watching this shit doesn't even feel right, bro.
Like
Hey,
I don't know.
yo, hypothetically speaking, you walking down the street and you see this shit.
I would just ask myself, what the fuck is going through your mind? Like,
I would look. It's got to be a woman doing that. It can't be a man.
Yeah,
It
for sure.
can't
no,
be a
you'll be
fucking-
surprised. You'll be surprised.
Bro,
It's a
can't
white
be a
woman. Look,
fucking
play.
man, bro.
Press play. They probably adopted him and
Yeah.
started convincing him. Look,
Yeah,
that's the
Oh
mama.
my god, bro.
The devil dressed as a witch.
Red flag.
Damn, bro.
I'm curious to see what the ladies are gonna say about this one, though.
Is the devil on the devil's holiday?
I'm
Like,
curious.
ironically enough.
I'm curious what the ladies think. Would they let their son dress up as a fairy?
Is that it? Is that the end of the video?
Nah, we could play it.
Yeah, play all of
Fair
it
use,
first.
guys.
Yeah.
You like candy?
What did they say?
Looking sharp. Yeah,
Confusion.
dress
Look,
candy.
they got a jacket on, a tuxedo jacket.
Poor kid, bro.
Mama's gonna take your shot. We're gonna take your shot.
Bro, that's an innocent little boy, bro.
Yep.
Bro, that's an innocent little boy, bro. That shit hits home, bro. That's an innocent little boy.
Thoughts? Starting with you.
I think that was a lot. I feel like it looks like the mom kind of forced him because if he was confused wearing a jacket, like he's probably like, what the fuck? Like, why am I in a dress? Like, which one's right for me? Like, he's probably confused. He's young. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't know any better. So I think that's wrong. Like, I disagree with that.
That was sad.
That was really sad.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I would never do that to my kid. Never.
Would you guys consider that child abuse?
Yep.
Yeah,
100%.
they're forcing him to be somebody who he really isn't. That's the thing.
He doesn't know what he wants. At that
Yeah.
age, so
And-
you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like with the fact that he likes Frozen, okay, like a lot of kids like Frozen. Why couldn't he be Kristoff? Why couldn't he be a male character? Like I feel like the mom just heard, "Oh, you like Frozen? Go be Elsa. Go be Anna." Like it didn't have to be that way.
Anybody else have anything on that?
He's way too young to like even
Yeah.
be put in that.
So we need strong fathers.
Yeah, man. We really do. I'm actually disgusted with that shit, bro. I low-key want to get up and fucking walk out of here. That's an innocent little kid, bro. Even if he did say something along the lines of, "Oh, I feel this way," or "I think this way," bro, come on. Like, how old do you guys think that kid is?
4.
4 years old?
Probably
Like
like 3, 4.
Bro, I have a 4-year-old son.
I mean, one day my son said,
Damn, bro.
"Dad, I'm a ball. Kick me." Like, imagine I imagine I was like, you know what? Let me affirm my son's identity. Yo, bro, he was on the ground and he was like, "Papa, I'm a ball. Kick me." And man just like, "Yo, my son identifies as a ball. Like, let me go and kick that nigga." Like, come on now.
Oh my
Stupid,
god.
but that's
bro.
the logic, though.
And
Damn.
That's the logic. Yeah.
I think in today's age, like it's becoming a trend of
Mhm.
being not your assigned gender. Like people are like, "Oh, I'll get more views if my little boy is dressing as a girl,
Mm.
if he wears nail polish, or if my little girl does this and this and that." Like I feel like they're just kind of indoctrinating their kids to get more views or to become more popular, which is obviously isn't okay.
Yeah, I mean, they had this young little kid on Ellen, bro. He was saying that he felt like he was the opposite sex. I think it was a boy acting like a girl, a little tranny. And yeah, bro, really disgusting, man. Really disgusting. Your generation, ladies and gentlemen, the people that are here, even the gentlemen, how old are you?
23.
23?
23.
Damn, bro, you guys are in that
Yeah,
generation
young.
too. You guys, man, you guys, I would say that you guys are the reason. If we all fail as a society, it's gonna be because of you guys. Like, you guys are basically make it or break it for us, because you guys are gonna influence the next generation. Like my kids' generation is gonna be influenced by you guys.
Yeah.
My daughter's gonna be looking up to a woman like you. One night stands are okay, but I might pass away 10 years from now. My daughter might have only be able to get advice from people like you. Think about that for a second. Like right now, right? We're not from here. We just moved to Miami. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Where are you from?
Charlotte.
So we're not from here. We could have came down here, gone straight to the club, gone to the strip club. We could have gone to the yacht parties. We could have done this. We could have done that. We could focus on money. We're sitting here trying to make a difference. Trying to make a fucking difference. And yeah, okay, cool. People aren't going to like us because of that. But damn it, bro, when I die, I'll be happy about that shit. I made a difference, bro. I have people DM me all the time. I had a dude DM me about 2 weeks ago. Tell me he didn't take his life because he looked at our show. So, like, I'm cool with that. I could die right now and be okay with that. But it's sad that you guys don't have any type of purpose. Like, it's like you're just living just to live. You know what I mean? That one night body, bro, that dude didn't give a fuck about you. You could die right now and that dude would give a fuck less about you. And it's sad that you don't care about yourself that much. It really is. And it sucks that, like I said, man, there's other little girls that are going to feel like that. I would say you're probably empty inside, to be honest. You're just looking to fill a void. Go find God, man. Go find somebody else. And I'm not even religious, but shit, from experience, what I've been realizing is a lot of women that come on this show, sometimes they start listening to gospel music and going to church, and all of a sudden they feel better about themselves. So maybe that's the answer. I'm not saying it is because I'm not religious myself, but I'm saying shit, go find something else. Go read books. You know what I mean? Go do something different, man. Damn, bro. It's a fucked up situation, man.
Damn.
I don't think we have any other super chats, man. Yeah, that's it for now. And you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm really disgusted with the video that I just saw, man.
Yeah, you didn't see it at all, right? I saw it earlier. Yeah.
I'm
caught you by surprise.
Yeah. Real quick, man. I think we should probably just end the show here, man. To be honest, man. I want to thank you guys for coming through today. Hopefully, you guys learned something. If you guys didn't learn something, that's cool too, man. I get it. You could lead a horse to water. It's up to them if they want to drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what? Let's go around the table real quick before we get out of here. Thoughts on the show? Go ahead.
This is my first podcast. I found it really interesting. I feel like we covered a lot of interesting topics, and I'd probably do it again.
Okay. What about you?
Okay. Thank you for having me here. This was like a great experience. I thought I was going to be like shaking up and like, but thank you for making me feel comfortable.
Shout out to you.
I appreciate you guys having me here. First time I came, I learned. Second time, same thing, learned. I appreciate all the advice you give
Thanks,
out.
bro. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, thank you for having me here. I actually did learn a lot from what you guys have said, so thank you.
Thank you. What about you over there?
Yes, thank you for having me. I was actually nervous, but yeah, I really learned from you guys, so thank you.
Yeah. And you?
Yeah, thank you for having me. In the beginning, I was obviously very nervous and scared, but you guys made me feel more comfortable.
I appreciate having me. It was fun to be on the other side of the screen. Usually I'd be watching the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, but
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming.
Yeah,
in.
man. Thanks a lot, bro. Yeah, thanks for coming.
Both of y'all here in Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Thank you for having me here, and I definitely heard different perspectives, so I definitely like that, and I definitely took things from it, so it's dope.
Yeah. What about you over there?
Same. First time here for a podcast. It's been a great experience so far. I do like to have some banter, so this was good and a learning lesson.
Yeah, man. Before we get out of here, man, listen. I just met you guys today. Like I don't know you guys, but it did. Being a father, man, having a daughter and a son, and I wish my son was the oldest. Because my daughter's the oldest. I wish my son was the oldest so he could take care of my daughter. Yeah, man, this shit is really depressing, man. Like we do this shit every single day. We do this shit every single day. We meet new women every single day. And it's like you get to a point where you see so many fucking delusional people and you're just like, damn, bro, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? Like maybe there's like 2 or 3 out there that are like pretty cool. But then it's like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
90s.
But it's a war. It's like a war. Like back then we fought with shields and swords, but now it's like it's not only a spiritual warfare, but it's a mental warfare, like they're fighting for your mind.
Yeah.
At this point,
Yeah, man. And again, he's more religious than I am. I don't really, and I wouldn't say you even consider yourself religious. It's more like a relationship, right?
Well, see, we got to understand what the definition of religion, the true religion is. Religion is basically going back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the scripture, right? It's not necessarily like an organized religion, because a lot of people say I'm religious, or not me, but, a lot of people will say that they're religious and they go to church on Sundays, but they sin 6 days a week, versus actually doing everything in your power to follow. Because there's not just 10 commandments. People are like, oh, don't kill, don't steal, but it's like, if you're going to follow the Bible, right, for those who, are Christian, I guess, you're not supposed to be eating pork. We're not supposed to be in shrimp, lobster. You know, we're not supposed to be just having random casual sex like adult. There's so much things that, you know, we got to take into consideration also. But it's not a religious show, so it just comes up. You know, we just bring it up because it comes up. But,
Yeah, it
you know,
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's power on my man Tony before we get out of here, man. He
okay.
says,
What's
"In
Tony
all
talking about?
things, put God first." That's what he says. He says, "In all things, put God first." And yeah, man. Before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming today. Hopefully, you guys did take something from it. If you didn't, that's cool too. We appreciate your time. Yeah, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for the nighttime show, man. Peace.
Peace.
All right, guys. We're gonna switch over here, guys. Again, guys, on
you guys can stay there.
Jakeem, man, you did a good job on the. Everybody, put your W's in the chat for Jakeem, man. He did a really good job today. I am proud of you, Jakeem. Very good job. Yeah, guys. So we're gonna go back to the panel right now, guys. In a second, we're gonna do the after show. If you guys have any questions for the panel, send in your super chats, whatever you guys want. If you want to insult anybody, do whatever you want. That's cool. We have Destiny coming on Thursday, guys. Destiny will be in the building, man. That's gonna be dope. So stay tuned for that, guys. We're gonna debate, live debate with Destiny, Hector, Eric, all of us versus Destiny. You know, Destiny's gonna be on the girls' side the whole damn fucking time. And then we have Jasmine Jafar as well as Alex from Playing with Fire. He's also gonna be in the building. So shouts out to them, man. So we're gonna have Ashley and Fanny. They're gonna take over here in just a moment. Let me turn their mics on at least.
Oh,
all right.
gosh.
All right, ladies, you are on. They don't have their headsets on yet. But guys, make sure you like the video, guys. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and become a member, guys. The membership is only $4.99 at the lowest tier. So there's no excuse, guys. Make sure you become a member. Fanny, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we
All
can
right,
hear you.
sweet. I'm gonna unmute everyone's mic and we'll get into the after show. Chat real quick before we get to the after show. The chats are gonna be on screen, guys. So
No chat.
no chat on the screen.
No chat on the screen.
Okay, we're not gonna do any chats on the screen.
Nah,
All
we're
right,
not
do we
doing
have a
that.
super chat? In all things, put God first. Hold on, let me shout out my super chat real quick.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Tony Barnett. Tony Barnett says, "In all things, put God first." Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Fanny and Ashley. They're gonna start the after show, and I'll unmute everybody's mics. Okay. Go
Okay,
ahead,
so
ladies.
I'm Fanny, and this is Ashley.
Hi. So wow, that show was low key pretty dark towards the end. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Did we learn anything?
Yeah,
Definitely learned a
Okay,
lot.
so low key, like I need y'all to talk. None of y'all was talking.
Don't be shy, guys.
Don't
This is
be
basically
shy.
where we reflect on the show.
Yeah, this is where you
just
can
let us
have a
know
little
what
bit
you think.
more fun. If you have any questions, me and Fanny can answer them. We're different age groups, so we can give you different kind of opinions on it. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit more fun here. I actually want to go back until because you guys are a young group, so back onto YouTube because it was just very interesting to me. Why do we not see the problem with having meaningless sex? And everybody can answer it because I believe your entire generation, at least from 23 and down, don't understand the meaning, the power, what sex is.
You're giving away a piece of yourself every time.
Every time, right?
Mhm.
So if we know that, why do we do it anyways? Like if you know that, I'm gonna assume you knew that before you walked in here tonight. So why do you said 10 bodies?
Correct.
Why are we at 10?
I feel like just over time, just trying to learn myself with another individual. And again, also at the same time, a lot of times it's like, I feel like it's going to become something more and not necessarily be the case. Sometimes the partner is not ready for a relationship or doesn't see it that way.
So are you saying that you were in a relationship with these guys?
Yeah, because they would be the only person I would talk to.
And and then you guys. So you took some L's.
Correct.
Basically.
Yeah.
I respect that. I understand that. What about anybody else? What about you guys? What about you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I don't have sex.
You don't have. You're a virgin.
You're a virgin?
Wait.
Stop the cap.
Okay.
No, I'm not capping.
Are you
For real? For real?
No,
you're a
for
virgin.
real. Like I've talked to guys, but for me, that extra step to sex, I am waiting to be in a committed relationship, not necessarily till marriage, but I've never been in a committed.
Wait till marriage.
Okay.
Wait till marriage, and I'll get to that. Don't
Yeah.
worry. What about you? Next to her.
I do see a problem.
Well, you do have a boyfriend, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I just like how you asked the question. Is there a problem? I think there
is a problem.
because me personally, I wouldn't be out here just
Yeah.
first guy meet oh, let's go to your room now.
Mhm. Okay.
That's just
And what about you, love? Cat, right?
I mean, I don't have like meaningless sex. To me, it has to be like meaningful. It has to have like someone that I like trust and like it. I have to be committed to a relationship.
So
with them,
everybody
basically.
you've had sex with, somebody you
I was
trust,
committed
you
relationship.
build a bond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about? Well, you're a guy. Don't count. You guys have meaningless sex all the time.
Okay, I have a question because you just disclosed that you're a virgin, right? So you said that you've been with 8 guys, right? You said that you've been with 10. So I want to know you, like,
I'm a virgin.
Oh my God, it's
For
so
real?
beautiful.
That's like the
You gu-
most beautiful
Do
panel
you guys
we've
know
ever
how
had.
rare you are?
You guys are literally like top tier right now. You guys are so valuable.
Please don't lose your
Don't
purity.
lose that shit. Like, don't be stupid. Don't listen to your friends. Like, I know growing up, and especially you guys are really young. You guys are freshly, in school?
They're in
still?
college. They're just in college.
like
First year, right?
Second
year in
yeah,
college.
right now it's where the partying starts and when the lit
Yeah.
starts and when the alcohol starts and when everything starts. I would say don't even hang around that crowd. Like, stay away. Don't listen to any guys or any sweet talk. Just be away.
I'm going to give you some different advice. Now, you're in college, so we're not stupid to the fact college is fun. I went to college. I understand. I'm not going to tell you not to go to any parties. I'm not going to tell you not to talk to people, but I will tell you to be wise in your decisions.
Yeah, and
I
that's
will
what
tell
I
you to
try to
hold
do.
yourself accountable and understand that your body is your temple. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. So as soon as you let a guy in, you're getting less and less and less. Okay. So take honor in that you're honestly, kids are starting at like young age, 14, 13 years old. So the fact that you're 18, 19, man, congratulations.
And you guys had dads and moms growing up?
Yes.
Yeah, both parents.
They did the right thing.
Your parents are phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your parents are it.
Do we have any super chats?
Not right now.
No, okay.
Guys, send in your super chats if you have any questions.
So really quick before we get into some of the topics we have, I think I have a good one. I want any questions, anything that we have going through our head, any questions you have about dating, what you can do better, what you did wrong, something. No. Oh, everybody's perfect.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just don't have any questions.
In another like easier way, how long ago were you with the guy? Like, how long ago? When was your last partner? How long ago was it?
I would say almost 6 to 8 months ago.
Okay, so what's something that now it was 6 months, so 6 months ago, so you had enough time to think what the fuck you did wrong. Like, let's be honest.
I don't think
so. What was one thing that you think you failed at in that relationship that could have bettered it and could have like stopped it from not breaking up?
I don't think there's anything I could have done with that relationship to make it better. It just didn't work out. It was kind of like love bombing at first. And then in the end, like, it just kind of fell off because he would be busy all the time.
What is love bombing?
When somebody just starts like complimenting you, thinking like saying you're cute, all these things, right? To make you feel good inside, give you that dopamine hit that you're kind of looking for, right? Verbally, because one of my affirmations is words. So
what is
words of affirmation?
All right,
is
real
one
quick,
of
guys.
my
We got a
love
super
languages.
chat here. Basil says it's because he's Trini. We are raised with morals because he's Trini. Okay, we're talking about the girl in the middle.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Shout out to Basil. And then we got one more from Dr. Kish. Dr. Kish says, I'm going to tell you ladies the secret. This is how silly the average woman is. Literally, just be pretty, be feminine, stay a virgin.
Oh my gosh.
And a high value man will take care of you. It's not rocket science. Shout out to Dr. Kish, man.
I mean,
shout out to Dr. Kish.
I'm just gonna listen, the virgin ladies at the table. Not that the rest of us we're not valuable.
No, we're
just not as valuable as you guys. So I mean, you focus on yourself. You're in school. I understand that, but you're in your prime right now. So don't push away any good guy that might come your way.
Yeah.
Because listen, I'm 26. I mean, I have a good relationship, but I was, when I got 24, I was like, oh my God, I'm almost there. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, the older you get, the less chances you have of finding. Because at the end of the day, guys are dating down. Women don't date down. Guys are looking at the next 18-year-old, the next 20-year-old, the next 22-year-old. Okay? So you focus on yourself, yes, but don't hinder your opportunity to find a good relationship.
Also, another thing I would say, don't date people your age. Go a little older. Like, they're more mature. Like, you guys are 18. You remember, guys take longer to mature. So date older.
don't
Don't
mature
be
till they
messing around
30.
with 18-year-olds. The minute I'm sure you
Yeah.
guys have been there. The minute they
Mhm.
hear I'm a virgin, it's like, well, they're
Oh,
whether
man.
they're turned on or whether they turned you off because you don't know anything. So I
Okay.
would say date older.
So back to her. So love bombing, because I've heard that term,
Yeah.
but I don't personally see a problem with it.
Because
So
it's only for, depending on the person. Some people will do it for a few months. Some people will do it for a few weeks, and then they'll automatically change over because now they feel that they're comfortable now and they don't need to do that anymore. And he was also someone that owned his own business, so he was quite busy a lot, and he wouldn't make time to just hang out.
So you're
each
saying in
other,
the
that kind of
beginning
thing.
he was like, "I love you," da, da, da,
Yeah,
da,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then he got busy,
Yeah.
and then he wasn't doing the same thing anymore. Okay, so I would just say he probably wasn't the guy for you because So I've been in a 3-year relationship, and I guess I get lump bomb. I've been getting lump bomb for 3 years, so I would just say that I managed to luck out at 26 and find the right guy. So don't be afraid of love bombing. But don't fall for sweet nothings, if that makes sense to you.
That's tough to kind of do.
It is.
Deter.
It is. So,
It is.
so because at the end of the day, you have the power. Like Hector says, we have the power as women. We got it between our legs. You can choose to not give it and to work it in your own favor. But if you fall, when I mean sweet nothings, I mean he's saying I love you, baby, you sexy, you this and that, and then 2 nights and you give it to him.
Yeah.
That's sweet nothings.
Yeah.
But if some months have come by and he's still doing the same thing, people change. Relationships go up and down, no matter what. Nothing's gonna be perfect 100%. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So understand that sometimes people are gonna be at their lowest, and then sometimes people are gonna be at their heights.
Of course.
So don't think just because he's not love bombing me right now, that means he doesn't care for me. Then I would just say that guy is not the right guy, because if he doing that, he got what he want from you already.
Correct.
Understand? Okay. Hold on. Let me pull out my big old book. So I actually have a topic, and you guys are younger, so you probably know more about this than I do, because I'm an old lady.
Not.
Yes, Black China, or as she like to go by now, Angela White.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? Tell me more. Who knows a little bit about that?
I don't know.
I
Who
do.
is that?
Nobody knows anything.
I know who Black China is, but I don't know.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
okay,
I
I
can
do.
talk about it.
Somebody said I do.
So look,
okay, girl, spill the tea.
Go for it.
Tell
Spill the
me.
tea. Tell me about it.
Okay, so we all know Black China, right?
Yeah.
She used to be a stripper.
Mhm.
Now she, gave her life to God, and now she calls herself as
Her real
original
name.
Yeah. And then
Angela
her
White.
mom,
So she, Black China, she's, all the controversies around her with Tiger, with Rob Kardashian,
Jenner.
Kylie Jenner. So perfect example of how a woman's past is gonna ruin her future. Now she got baptized, that's great. She goes to church, fantastic. She prays every day, love it. I'm here for it. But at the end of the day, that past is always gonna come back to you. And nobody's gonna ever see her as Angela White. We're gonna see her as Black China, fake butt, fake tits, small waist,
stripper,
ratchet.
Yep.
Yeah.
And nobody knew about it. I actually just found out about
didn't
this.
know
Really? Yeah, no, this has been going on for a few months. She got her breast changed. She got her lip filler taken out. She got everything.
But doesn't that show you how delusional us women can kind of be? That we think that we can just change, and then people are supposed to forget.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, I can just take my lashes off, but I'm not Ashley no more.
Look at her. That's when she was a stripper, no?
Her forehead's huge.
Yeah. She
eyebrows
still had her lip
thin.
fillers and her breast augmented.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up. Look at that ass, though.
Stop,
Yeah,
Steve.
She banging.
Stop, Steve.
How do we get this?
That shit's gonna pop in like a second.
There we go. Now you can see.
That's a fact.
All right, put it back.
No.
Steve wanted a moment.
And I mean, she's already been seen as, a toxic. Well, should I use the word toxic? And just full of drama, everything as far as not an example of a woman we should follow. We should not follow that example.
And it also goes to, why do we women think that our past doesn't matter?
Yeah.
What do we have in our little tiny heads that we think that our past doesn't matter? The fact that we've been with 8, 10 guys, 7, 6, we think that that's never gonna come back to us. Especially in Miami, how small is Miami? We all know each other. So why do we think that our past doesn't matter?
I think because people think in the level of the world being so big and Miami being so small, right? If I just have whatever bodies here, I go elsewhere. No one really knows me. In Washington State?
So you're telling me, so you can be in Miami, have sex with 20 people, and you're gonna move to Georgia, and then
Some
just-
people do that.
it's
I'm
just-
not saying necessarily myself, but I'm saying that people do have those personas, or they'll go to the other side of the world and no one will know them there.
I feel like that's a lot of work to do when you could just be a better person.
Very true. But
and make better decisions.
people never like to face their own demons, and they always like to run away from them because it's easier
Who-
to deal with.
Do everybody have a demon or has some kind of flaw that they would want to fix on themselves?
In
Yes.
what like
Yeah,
terms?
I'm sure
Like
we
it
all
would-
do.
yeah,
And,
what
and
it
yeah,
was,
and like so me, like I'm a procrastinator, but I will get it done.
Right.
But then like I make things too difficult for no reason, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that's something. So then that goes into my relationship because then I'm making things difficult with my boyfriend that I don't need to. Like I can just take care of it and call it a day, or I won't pick an argument with him because it's not that difficult, you know. But because I think at least for my procrastination, I take too long to do something, and then I'm like, babe, why didn't you do this? And then blah, blah, it just trickles down. So I would say that's something I would need to work on. Do we have something? Anybody else have
Yeah.
something they could work on? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, wait, no,
I'm trying to
you
be
go ahead.
more social. I'm a
So-
very big introvert.
You're an introvert? Yeah, you're quiet.
Yeah. So I've been trying to be more social.
Okay, and what are you doing to fix that?
But I came on here. I didn't want to come here. I was a little nervous. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna come
Oh,
here.
you didn't want to come here?
Yeah.
I mean, at
No,
least
like, I
at least
wanted
you
to
didn't
come.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about that next.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What were you about to say?
That's exactly what I meant when I said like healing. Like he said, like, oh, healing, like that means like you want to fuck around and find out. Like, no, I mean like I'm going to therapy.
Only because most people use the healing stage
As a whole stage.
As a whole stage.
Oh no, I mean like I'm going to therapy. I'm putting.
Oh,
work into
you're
myself.
you're actually healing.
Yes.
Good job,
Yeah.
girl. Because most people they say I'm healing, you know. So I'm gonna have sex with whoever I want because you know I'm healing. I don't get how that helps.
But
you.
what are we healing?
What are you healing?
What am I healing? Like
no, I'm talking about the person who's having sex to heal.
Oh, I don't know.
They're not healing anything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
it
them
makes-
back shots ain't gonna heal you.
That's not. Like, what do you guys? Let's get the guys to talk a little bit. Like, what do you think as far as what do you look for in a girl? What do you think about a girl's past? Like, what do you think when you hear a girl talking about I'm healing?
Oh yeah, she's just fucking around.
She's
and
full of shit.
She's,
She
belongs to the
she's
streets.
fucking around. She's trying to see if you're good. If you're not good, you should move on to the next one.
Right.
Like she'll get bored eventually and.
And does she
settle-
go into the wifey column or does she?
No.
No, you went wife? Are you sure?
No, I would not.
I mean, she could. I mean, she.
It don't
fuck
matter.
up.
It don't
She got
matter.
experience.
She got experience.
It don't matter.
She can use both hands.
It don't matter.
She got a college degree.
She don't need hands.
It don't matter.
No college degree. None of that. None of that matter.
Because think about it like this: if you go outside, all right, if you go out to a club, what was the reason that you're going to a club for?
They're healing.
They're healing.
Exactly.
The music.
So if you going to the club and you find that girl, it makes no sense of even
What
wifing
do you
that person.
What do you mean? She's at the club. Because
Yeah, but she's only at the club for a certain.
she's at the club looking for a man.
She got a cute dress on.
Exactly. It don't matter.
My
Okay,
parents
that's-
actually met at the club and they're married for 25 years.
That's a red
I
flag.
was
That's a red flag, though.
So
That's a red flag.
I look okay, which is fine. But what we won't do is argue the exception.
Yeah.
Because the exception don't make the rule. But congratulations to your parents. But don't think that just happens. That won't happen.
know,
to
I
you.
know.
That's like
That's
a one.
rare.
That's
Yeah,
like
I
a
know.
1 out of 100.
Yeah, especially in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in Miami.
Wait, were your parents from Miami? Ooh, they're
Oh,
ratchet.
okay.
They're ratchet.
They were out.
Oh,
in Fort
we're
Lauderdale
in
Beach.
Fort Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale, downtown.
Wait,
Central.
you asked us that question, but what about you girls? Like, what do you guys for guys?
Like, what are we attracted to?
Yeah, I just want to know because
My boyfriend.
Because every girl, I know that. But for an example, if you're single, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's a fuck boy. Like he's probably cheating, or like he probably has a girl and he's lying.
But men and women cheat differently.
Yeah.
So cheating won't be
Let's
on
go
us.
back to that because
Yeah.
I saw that
I
a
know-
lot of you guys were stuck in that question. A lot of the girls. A lot of you guys. I'm gonna ask the question again. So, would you forgive a guy that cheated on you? Like, let's say you guys are in 5 years. Would you forgive him?
No.
Would you forgive him?
Yes.
Would you forgive him?
Probably.
Would you forgive him? You guys are in 5 years.
I think I would forgive, but I wouldn't forget.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Would you forgive him, Kat?
It's the same as she said, forgive but wouldn't forget.
Okay.
If I was in a relationship with someone for 5 years and they cheated, It depends on when the relationship started. Because if I'm really old,
It was 5 years ago.
no, I'm saying like what age did I start dating them? Like if I'm really young or if I'm
Why does the age matter?
I mean, no,
Your
but it's
age is
like,
gonna change your
So you're the
mindset?
person
No,
that
not
give
really.
people excuse because of their age.
No, I'm saying like if I'm okay.
If you're 18, it's okay because you're still a
No,
child.
because I'm gonna leave because like I still have all of this, you know. But like I mean, I don't know.
So that means that
But personally, me, I feel like
trying to tell me.
regardless, I know I'm not gonna stay.
Okay,
I
how
know I'm
about
not.
you?
Like,
It's hard when it gets to the 5 year mark. I would probably say yeah, I'd forget them, but at the same time, like I don't condone it. It's
Okay,
really tough.
so you said you wouldn't forgive him.
The virgins are winning, man.
Why
The
wouldn't
virgins
you
are
forgive him? You guys are in 5 years. He provides. You stay at home. You don't do anything. He's giving you the world, and he just went out one night and fucked the girl.
It's just something I can't forgive.
Okay,
or
so
forget.
you won't forgive him for cheating, but a guy's supposed to forgive you for having one night stands?
Guys have one night stands all the time.
But guys and girls are different. So let me explain this. I've actually been waiting for this moment. Guys and women cheat differently. Okay, women we cheat. When we cheat, it's emotional. It's meaning towards it. We put thought into it. We planned the murder and we made it happen. Guys, where the women see the problem is women don't want to accept that they're nothing to guys.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to accept that sometimes
We
you're just
think we're the prize.
That you're just a fuck. You don't want to accept that because you all think you're special. Oh, I'm special because my mommy told me so. You're just a fuck. And the moment you understand that, you'll keep your lips closed and you won't let no guy just fuck you ever again. So guys it's like peeing to them. It's nothing. They wake up and it's done.
They won't even think about you.
They don't think about it. Now there are the percentage of girls, like you said earlier. I think you said you can just do that. That's a very small. That's 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you do that? 7.
Do what? Sorry.
Just have sex with no meeting.
No.
It's a small percentage of women that can do that because we're emotional creatures. Yes. We love and we love hard, and there are some men that do that too. So I would argue that a good relationship has ups and downs, no matter what it is. Sometimes somebody's giving 10% and the other person giving 90%. Sometimes a person giving 40% and the other person giving the other. Like, so if you're with somebody for 5 years and they cheated one time, they made a mistake. Have anybody at this table made a mistake?
Yeah.
You made a mistake, right? And you wanted whoever you messed up with to forgive you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So your husband or your boyfriend made one mistake out of the 5 years y'all been together. He's been doing everything right. He pays the bills. He buys you food. He takes you shopping. He does your hair. He does all this. He made one mistake and you're going to throw away a 5-year relationship?
How stupid does that sound?
I bet you her parents been married for 20 years. And I'm not saying your dad cheated or anything, but I'm sure her dad or her mom did something stupid, but they didn't stay together 20 years throwing it away on one stupid act.
And it's like also like you're Colombian and Nicaraguan. Most of you guys understand that like when you're Hispanic and not even Hispanic, like it happens in every fucking marriage. Like
family is family.
Like, family is family.
Family is family.
And
Keep
at the end of
family.
the day, especially when you're Hispanic, you grow up and you watch like your grandpa cheating or your grandma like saying something about your grandpa, like, and they stay. Why? Because it's duty, because they know what they're here for, because they're here to raise the kids. It's no longer like I like that type of connection. Like you just step out of it and you're like, okay, my kids are my priority. Like we're building a family. Like you don't have to sit here and be like, well, yeah, I'm not gonna stay with him because he cheated on me. And then you watch him and then he leaves and then he gives the other woman everything you asked for. Because men do that. They walk out of the relationship and they do.
Men don't leave relationship.
Everything.
Women leave relationship.
Exactly. So they leave and then what? He's doing everything you asked him to do for another woman. So how does that make a woman feel? It makes you feel horrible because he was supposed to do that for you. So why not sit down and talk things out and give each other time? And at the end of the day, like we're very feminine. Like you can make a guy fall in love with you all over again.
One thing to understand is that women leave. Guys don't leave. So if a guy did cheat in that 5-year relationship, he's not cheating to replace. So as long as you do your part as a woman. So I'm going to speak from my own relationship. You know, I take care of the home. We have 2 cats. I take care of the cats. I take care of his needs. I do all those things. So in my eyes, like another woman will have to top that in order to take him away from me. But I've already done so much of that. He knows I'm going to do that for him. So if he was to go get with another girl, it's no meaning towards it because he's going to come home to the woman who takes care of him or take care of all the needs of the home that does that in that way. Now, not that we're advocating for cheating. Of course, if they do it every weekend or every other fucking month, no, we're not advocating for that. But I mean, mistakes are mistakes. We're all human. We've all done some fucked up things.
How many mistakes does it take before you say I'm done?
Well, it's like I said. So if we're together for 5 years and he did it one time, I'm gonna forget him.
That's the situation, nothing else.
If that happened,
Fair.
but if he's doing it if it happens every month,
he doesn't respect you.
Then that's a different
Exactly.
situation. That's why we're saying we don't advocate for cheating. We're not saying, oh, just let your guy cheat. But
you're trying to talk about those situations where people don't communicate. enough to
yeah,
have that
because I promise
conversation.
you said you got cheated on, right? Well, you're young.
yeah,
you're young. You guys
yeah.
are young. So, you guys haven't really experienced anything yet. So I would say this: that the next guy that you feel like it's the right one, or the next girl. Oh no, girls don't count because if they cheat, you better leave them.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
100%,
You better
yeah.
drop that girl quick. But the next guy, if you feel like and it lies and then he does do it, I would just put some thought into it before I throw away a perfect relationship. Because the older we get, the less likely of the chance we get to find
Okay, so
that relationship.
so we're about to close it out.
Yeah.
And I want to get into this topic because it made my sis over there cry. So I want to ask you guys, right?
Why
so
did you cry?
let's say that you're in a relationship, right? And then because I was in that relationship where I got with a partner and I set straight my desires and his desires. Like, hey, yo, like you're eventually gonna get tired of, the same vagina. So what's up? Like, what are we gonna do like in 5 years when you get tired? And we would talk conversations like threesomes and conversations like that. So if a man comes up to you, right, and he tells
We
you,
can hear
like,
y'all in the back, FYI.
and he tells you like, I want a threesome, what would you do?
I wouldn't give him an answer right away. I'd have to think about it and it'd be it depends. It's situational. Like, is it with two guys, two girls? Like,
well,
it's obviously gonna be with two
come on,
girls.
it's not gonna be two guys.
If it's a man, it's gonna be with two girls.
Wait,
okay,
where's the-
I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think about
I
it.
don't know what the button is. What about
How
you?
about you?
No, like it's me and you, like nobody else.
You
How
were
about you,
winning
babe?
until you said that.
No.
No, I wouldn't let him do that. I don't want to do that.
So then you're okay with him cheating, right? Because then he's gonna go fuck somebody else because he wants you to be part of that experience because he doesn't want to disrespect you, right? So
but
then,
what if? But if I was out to him oh, I want a threesome, and he's like, no, fuck no, you can't do that.
Because remember, guys and girls are different.
Okay, but
but you understand that
There's double
okay,
standards are in life.
Exactly, but you understand that sex to us as females is
Yeah,
emotional. So you do
yeah.
understand that when you have sex with another guy, you're eventually gonna have a connection. You're building a connection. So
Yeah.
then, why would you want to have sex with another guy and not a girl?
But I just don't it's just me and you. I don't need to have sex with another girl.
They're young.
Okay,
I don't know.
They're young.
How about you, babe? Your boyfriend asks you for a threesome in 5 years. What would you say?
I would say I would think about it because I mean, I
And you
wouldn't
can be
say
a part
no
of it.
off
You could pick
rip.
the girl.
Yeah, you could pick the girl.
I mean, I don't know.
It usually works like that. You pick the girl.
I would have to think about it.
Think about it.
Yeah.
What about you? Is that what happened to you?
I mean, it's very hard to find a unicorn, believe it or not. It's very hard to find.
Oh, he asked for a threesome?
Yeah.
And you say yes?
I said I would do it for him, yeah.
And
I
he
said I
left
didn't
you?
want to do it. But I said I'll do it for you even though I don't want to. But it was very hard to find a unicorn.
Guys, we can hear you in the back.
What is a unicorn? It's the third person. It's the
Yeah, that fits the pair.
Go ahead.
No.
No.
But you're a girl.
Okay, but still.
You're a girl, so why would you
have
have another
threesome?
girl? Come on, girl,
but
make a room.
okay,
You don't
but
want to have two girls?
That's a orgy.
if I have one person, I'm with that one person. We don't need to have. And if you feel tired to the point that you have, then
Okay,
you're not my
but
person.
you're with a girl, right? At the
Right,
moment,
right.
And then what if that girl's like, I want to have a threesome?
I don't want that. And if you don't
What?
want that, if you don't want that, then you're not with me.
You're already like doing it, so
No.
might as well keep it going.
Bro.
Go ahead, love.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it too. I mean, it's tough.
I mean, it's not something we're saying.
shit.
Okay, it's not something we say in our it's something like over time relationships they need spicing up. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
But
So
then-
over time you'll change. You'll be like, and I'm just saying that as I throw numbers in there because it's a realization. Like, guys don't normally ask for that threesome until you've probably been together for 7-8 years. So I'm like, we've been together, same person. Okay, we might try something new. You get what I'm saying?
But is that something that's considered the traditional man?
No, not at all.
No.
I mean, the traditional man is gonna cheat.
Boom.
So why not him? Like,
The traditional
Include
man
your
have
man.
multiple
So
wives.
then why is it that traditional woman get judged if the traditional man can
Well, because
cheat?
you're nobody's tradition. You're not a traditional woman. I'm not a
You slept
traditional
with
woman.
like 10 guys.
So the
No, I
Ladies,
know
ladies,
not.
ladies,
I'm just
ladies,
making the example of like the traditional
ladies.
woman.
Go ahead,
Ladies, this is the thing, you guys. And fellas too, pay attention. Look, number one, what he does when you're not around is none of your business. And if you don't know about it, it never happened. The whole threesome thing, ladies, you might think that you're cool with it at first, but you're not gonna be cool with it for long. Just like a man exercising his options, you turn a blind eye. You pretend like it didn't happen. I'm actually writing a book called Infidelity 101: The Laws to Extramarital Affairs.
You're writing 2 books?
Because there's laws that a man must follow when he's going to exercise his options. One of them, fellas, you never bring children outside of marriage into your household. Number 2, you never bring home diseases. Number 3, you never fuck that woman in her house, because even though your name is on the deed and you pay the rent, that is her house. Number 2, you never fuck them in her car or your car where you put your children in, right? If you don't have enough money to buy a hotel,
then you don't do it.
fuck other women. You stay faithful. That some shit that only works with a very select few of women. The majority of women are not cool with that shit. So fellas, remember, if you're going to exercise your options, remember to exercise the laws that come with exercising your options. You're welcome.
There's a super chat for Kat. Can you pull that up, Steve?
No, it's Basil.
Basil, okay, I see it here. All right, Basil says, "Cat, I'll treat you right, mi amor." Shout out to Basil.
He got money.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
got money,
21.
and he's 21 with a purpose.
Yup.
So
He got
Shout
a
out to
house and
Basil.
everything, sis.
All right, we're gonna close out here. Let's do
final thoughts.
Yeah, well, one thing you guys took from the show.
Oh yeah, did
and then we'll
anybody
end the show.
learn anything?
You look like you learned a lot today.
I have no comments.
She's like
She's
thinking
gonna
about
go
her whole
home.
life.
She's
right
I'm
now.
ready to go home.
She's gonna do a lot of thinking later. Nobody learned anything.
I just thought it was like a cool perspective on how guys work.
Yeah,
and how they
because
think. I didn't
because
Learn it
guys
early.
don't tell us that at
Yeah.
all. They just hit you up on the DMs. They're like, "Hey, yo, let's go."
Yes, we talk you.
Keep it pushing.
We're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, guys, we're gonna close out. On the count of 3, I want everybody to say "Unfiltered." Scream it out, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Unfiltered.
Oh no. I would have touched you with a fucking stick. Oh, my God.